One two one two. 1 2 1 2. What 1 2 1 2. Let me go live on my phone and let the people know we out here, man. 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We back at it. Friday evening, March 20th, 2026. Let's get it popping, man. Big salute to everybody who's popping up in the chat. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. We are also live on X, aka Elon Musk's Twitter. Big salute to everybody who's on my phone over here. We got a lot of things to get to today. Let me pull up my list of topics so that we can get to things early, and make sure to hit that like button. All right, if you're feeling froggy, make sure to hit that hype. Hypes are free. But let's get through the list of topics over here. We got K2. He recently got arrested, so we definitely got to get into that because we've been following up and giving full coverage on that whole incident. Top 5 versus Pressa has gotten even crazier. We'll definitely get into that as well. What else I got on the way? Iceman on the way. I think we got definite proof now that Iceman is on the way. We'll definitely get into that as well. I got some things as far as social duties to cover, as like the layover scam. It's maybe not a scam, maybe it's a loophole that I can put the people onto so you can save some money. You know what I'm saying? Also, we're going to talk about these ticket prices for all these concerts that we're going to. We're going to get in how they're gouging us and how Doug Ford is going to be able to maybe lighten some of that load. And I got a few other topics that we'll get to. If you have any topics, spam the chat, comment gang strong. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. To the people over here on my phone on Instagram, we are live on YouTube, youtube.com/welovehiphop network. Sing. What's going on, gang? Let yourselves be seen. Comment gang strong. Big salute to Illest Behavior, who was popping up in the chat from earlier. Big salute to Richards. I can't read that name, but big salute to you, Richards. Big salute to Fall Leaves in the building. Good evening, Tasha Latina. And yo, big up to anybody who's popping up in the chat right now. Big up to B3 on the beat right here. Let yourselves be seen. We got a lot of things to get to today. And yo, big salute to the whole crew, man. Okay, we got some really dope episodes on the way for y'all. Episode 668 is out right now, but 669 is going to be crazy. Who else is in the building? I see Mario T. Dot in the building. He says, yow. Big salute to Squeeze My Glizzy, who's in the building right now. Big salute, fam. We out here, man. We out here. Yo, I said free K2. Questionable. But let's get to what we got to get into. Like I said, big salute to B3 on the beat. That's my brother right there. Let's turn this down right here. Big salute to everybody who's popping into the chat right now, man. I was trying a few different things behind the scenes. I ain't going to lie. I was going to go live and use OBS to see if I can freak a few couple of different things. And big salute to the people who tolerated the horrible live audio that was going on a few weeks ago. You know what? While I'm saying horrible audio, let me double check my audio. Make sure that shit ain't horrible, because goddamn. Let me double check that. But yeah, big salute to anybody who was watching our first pre-recorded, the live, the regular episodes that we did. I try to do a live stream version of it. I've been working out some of the kinks as far as the outputs from my mixer into the apparatus that we use to film the podcast. So bear with me. It sounded crazy when I listened to the playback. Like, you're hearing a lot of like background noise and shit like that. So by the time we get to next Wednesday, I will have that fixed. Okay, I ain't gonna fix it for the Monday episode, okay, because we got a guest coming in. I don't really want to put the guest on live, but we might. You never know. Fall Leaf says not that bad. Now is good because I'm using a whole different thing. Okay, just to nerd out for a quick second. Bear with me. And big salute to Freddie popping up in the chat. He says K Goon is free. Yeah, yo, big salute to K Goon. I spoke to him when he freed up too. I'm using a whole different interface right now. I'm just going directly from my interface into my laptop. I'm also going directly from my camera right into my laptop. It's just like very non-complicated shit that I'm doing right now for this live stream. But when it comes to like filming the podcast, I'm not going to say it's a little bit more complicated. It's way more complicated. We got 3 cameras in the room. Okay, we got the A10 Mini ISO Pro, just to get super techie with y'all. We got the A10 Mini ISO Pro doing the switching of the cameras, and big salute to One Take Jake, who makes sure that everything looks crisp on the cameras and that there's you know, that the switchers that we're switching proper. You know what I'm saying? Also, we got the mixer, and the mixer that I have is not no like little light my Fisher Price startup podcast mixer. I'm talking about Model 12 mixer. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen. I'm trying something new also with some of my screen sharing, so bear with me. Let's do this. Bada booms, bada bing. Be careful when screen sharing, blah, 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 blah. Rock off. Okay, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Let me remove this. Just give me a second. Let me find my screens because I'm really R.I.P. Chuck Norris. All right. Let me do that first. You know, R.I.P. to the legend Chuck Norris. There, this is what we're gonna share. Pow. Okay. Let me find this. Model 12 mixer. Let's do this. Tascam. This is what I'm using. Model 12. All right. Y'all can see that on the screen right there. Bong. Let's see if I can go in a little bit more in depth and see the model itself. So this is what I'm using to do the podcast. Shit is still $925. I bought mine like, let's say 4 years ago now. And at the time, it was around $1,200. And now at this point, it's still like $925. So, and this is on Amazon. So, you know, Amazon, they'll probably give you the best prices when it comes to a lot of shit. Right? So it's got a lot going on here. 6 mics. Actually, you can hook up 10 mics in here. Okay. But we're usually using about 4 mics. It's got a lot. There's a lot going on. So I say all that to say it's not as easy to do the podcast as it is to just do the regular live stream. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, this is the type of mixers that they be using in the big boy studios. So that's my spiel. Anywho, let me get to these ads here quickly, and then we're going to get into our news stories because we definitely got a few stories to get into today. Listen to this episode. Hold on, my bad. Yeah, so yeah, we'll get to the ads, and then let me know. Spam the chat because I don't got crazy stories. I ain't gonna lie. I don't got crazy stories. So spam the chat if you have anything that you want me to talk about. Listen to this episode sponsor Exotic Hot Pots with great strains and merch and delivery all across the GTA. You can hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot CA, or subscribe to their Telegram at Exotic Hot Pot. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Salute to the sponsors. Cheer. Cheer.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels. Roll ready, ready for the road.
Oh, ready for the road. One more. I want to take a quick second to give a big shout out to Grabba, some of the hottest grabba in the GTA. You can get grabba shakers as well as hot grabba leaf in different flavors like red herring and red rose. They got delivery within the GTA and they got some really cool apparel for sale. If you want to get your hands on that grabba, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, grabba.ca, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer. Yeah. Okay, so let me get the homies comment off the screen over there. How long before an AI app replaces this? You know what? I was just watching a video earlier talking about white collar jobs getting replaced by AI. And there's a lot of jobs that kids are doing in college or doing in university that they were getting from university that are just obsolete these days, man. I could play the video, but I don't want to get too sidetracked over there. But big salute to Carol popping up into the chat. Okay, we got to get into this K2 thing, okay? I was literally, while I was talking and, getting acquainted with y'all, looking at my TV. I got my TV always on the side over here, okay? And on my TV, I keeps me some CP24 running. And I seen him pop up on CP24. So this actually helps to confirm a little bit of what happened. Okay, so K2, the artist also known as Mr. Go Get It. He is an Edmonton artist. And I'm saying the word artist because he made a lot of music that we found out about post him being on the run for murder. All right. We'll pull up the original news stories from when everything started going down. And I got all my links ready here today. Okay. We'll pull up the original news story and we'll basically go through the whole lore to see to where we got to now to the arrest. All right. So let me just share this on the screen right here. Bada boom, bada bing. What I need to do is not take my share off the screen now that I figured out a couple of things. Okay, so let's get to it. Let me know if y'all can hear the audio from what I'm sharing on the screen.
Fatal shootings in Toronto. Two fatal shootings in Toronto have been linked to a 19-year-old man from Edmonton, now the subject of a Canada-wide warrant. Homicide investigators say he's wanted on 2 counts of first-degree murder. This is 19-year-old suspected shooter Thomas Isaiah Badger from Edmonton. He's wanted alongside 19-year-old Jacob Wallace from Mississauga. Police suspected Badger and Wallace in 2 fatal shootings, first in Toronto's York at his business. The suspect's vehicle later found by police on fire.
It's shocking to me that we're standing here with 2 19-year-olds wanted for first-degree murder and for Mr. Isaiah Badger to be wanted for 2 separate homicides.
No, that is the K2 guy. K-Slime is a whole different rapper.
2 weeks later, a shooting outside a Toronto shopping mall. 37-year-old Chandan Kumar Raja Nanda Kumar died February 7th.
He had arrived just after 3 p.m.
Man got
and
hella
parked
names.
near the main entrance, just north of the TD Bank. While seated in his vehicle, he was shot multiple times and tragically succumbed to his injuries.
Both shootings are considered targeted, the men said to be well respected in their communities. Badger is wanted on first-degree murder charges, along with Wallace, who also faces first-degree murder and arson. Badger is also wanted by Edmonton police on outstanding weapons charges. Police believe both men are still in the Greater Toronto area and should not be approached. Elliot Knopp, City News, Edmonton.
So that's the original news clip that I played from when both gentlemen were on the run. All right. And I have another clip that I'll play in a minute, or I'll play right now, actually, because the 2 pictures, they show the one kid, the mop top head youth, the white youth, basically, and he got caught. All right, so we'll play that video right now.
A teen wanted in connection to a fatal daytime shooting in Vaughan has been arrested. 19-year-old Jacob Wallace was found in the town of Moosonee, Northern Ontario on Thursday. He is now charged with first-degree murder and arson causing damage to property. The shooting victim, 65-year-old Sergio Lopez, was shot and killed in a commercial plaza in Vaughan back on January 26th. And the second suspect allegedly connected to this homicide, 19-year-old Isaiah Thomas Badger, remains at large. Police allege Badger was also involved in another fatal. Kumar Raja Nandakumar was killed while sitting in his car outside Woodbine Mall on February 7th.
Okay, so we got that part, and RIP to that gentleman there. All right. I don't want to get any more problems, because last time I said, well, who knows if he's innocent or not, people got offended. So my bad. But basically they got that guy first, and now they have arrested the one that K2. And when was that story originally posted? Let me just double check something here quickly. When was that story originally posted about these guys being on the
Two
run?
fatal.
That was about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 almost now. So now I have a post, and I'll pull up one of these posts originally here, but low key, at first I was kind of skeptical because this happened last night as far as his arrest. And whatchamacallit? Why is the shit freezing? Give me a second, gang. My shit's acting wonky. Give me a second, gang. If you see me glitching or whatever, just let me know. Holy fuck. 1 second, gang. I'm getting some issues here. I'm like freezing for some fucking reason. This shit piss me off. Okay, there we go. My bad, gang. Big salute to Johnny Blix popping up in the chat over here. Okay, so here we have his post here. This is courtesy of Creative Canada. Edmonton rapper wanted for murder arrested. And this is like a little bit more confirmation, but I'm going to pull up an actual news story now that I've seen one pop up on CP24.
Breathe K2! Bitch ass dog, nigga, I'll slap that nigga out.
Yo, you guys got an anonymous tip or something? What happened? Damn.
Breathe K2!
And if I go to a couple of other pages, I know 6 Sounds, or I think I shared something. Let me go to my own page. I think I collaborated with one of these blog pages here. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, here, right over here. Courtesy of the Hood 6 and myself.
Oh, that's K2? Oh, they caught him.
Okay, you can go around that way if you need to get home. I don't care. There's an active police event going on. If you go that way, you're not going to be safe.
Oh, that's K2?
All right, so let me go back over to YouTube here quickly, because now that they've posted that story on CP24, they might have the new story over here in their YouTube, because they usually update pretty quickly. Let's see, 20 hours ago, Vancouver. What's a big story podcast? I've never seen that before. Let's do this. Let's do a quick search. I just want to double check, because at first I was very skeptical because they didn't have a news story posted and I was just seeing it on the blogs and shit like that. But now that I have seen a news story, I'm way less skeptical. Edmonton man arrested in Calgary. We'll do our due diligence here. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to the Reddits then, because from what I see here, they haven't posted the story yet. Saying dude turned himself in, the other guy, Ryan Wedding, couldn't get away with this, had no chance. There is some kind of connection that they're saying via these Reddits. All right. They're saying that there's some kind of connection between this guy, Ryan Wedding. There's like a big circle with like arrows pointing. Trust me, we'll get to it. Let's do this. Let me go over to these links here, because I'm just going through all my links. I'll show you guys what I'm pulling my links from, just to be transparent with my audience right here. Okay, so we start this.
I don't care.
Oh, that's K2? Oh, they caught him.
So if we go a little bit closer, you can see, bada boom, bada bing, there he is.
Oh, they caught him.
Okay, you can go around that way if you need to get home. I don't.
All right. And like I said, just to get a little bit transparent with y'all, I'll pull up some of these other links, because it was this motive, they're saying. So K2 did it for his grandma's house bill, is what they're saying. And this is just Torontology Reddit who's saying this, all right? We can't take any of this stuff with a grain of salt in the end of the day because it's internet speculation and lore. Okay. See, what do we got over here? Pedro and me. So I don't know, and we're going to try to figure out basically through this conversation who me is and who Pedro is. Maybe Pedro might be somebody he's speaking to. So I told you before that I know I got greedy, and this is Pedro responding. Back up and walk me through what happened over the last few months. Pedro, my grandpa was super shaking it. They're about to lose the crib. She came to me crying, and Megan, me, the fam. I can't just sit there. No one. I can't go get the paper. So that's exactly what I did. I went out there and I did my thing. And you know what's crazy? The one with what is it? What the hell is this? My PQ. Is this a spelling error, gang? Let me know. I might be just an old head. Johnny Blick said somebody really wrote a fake script. Pedro is K2. That's what I figured. Once I started getting into the reading of this, I figured Pedro is K2. Okay, well, let me know what y'all think this word is. I didn't even get paid. I got finessed. Damn, brother. That's why I hit the other one. Oof. Because I couldn't go home with nothing. Now I'm like stuck out here, fam. Scared to leave the crib. Trying to get all my paper. Sent it to my family as we speak. And then fuck it. Niggas don't want to help me, right? So I'm just going to turn myself in wallahi. I guess he meant to say wallahi. See how it goes from there. So then this guy responds, so you left to Toronto to get paper. You took the first job they showing you in the news, got finessed. Ooh, y'all sure this is a fake script? God damn. Where's my sound effect? There was another post that I was seeing in here in these Reddit streets. Let's go to the Torontology Reddits. Suspect caught. Is this the... So this is the official report over here. Okay, suspect caught in Vaughan and Woodbine Mall shooting arrest in Calgary. So they got him in Calgary. He didn't get out of Canada. He's from Edmonton, Alberta. So they caught him in Calgary, Alberta. Let's read through this quickly before I snap. Because I'm holy fuck. I'm about to snap, bro. Okay, let me just read this first. A suspect wanted in connection with two separate shootings in Toronto and Vaughan earlier this year has been arrested in Calgary, police say. In a separate update on Friday, York Regional Police and Toronto Police announced the arrest of 19-year-old Isaiah Thomas Badger from Edmonton, Alberta. There was a Canada warrant for Badger in the shooting death of 65-year-old Sergio Lopez on January 26th and 37-year-old Chanda Kumar Raja and blah, blah, blah on February 7th. Yep. Lopez was found suffering from multiple gunshot wounds at the Commerce Plaza near Winnage and Roundtree Dairy Roads on Highway 7, south of Highway 7 and 400, or Highway 400. He was rushed to hospital where he died after. Meanwhile, blah, 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 was found shot multiple times inside his vehicle at Woodbine Mall, and he died in the hospital. So from what this guy was saying here in the allegedly saying, because we don't know if those are doctored messages, it looks like these were paid hits, because people are saying these guys look so rando, but these look like they were paid hits. Earlier this month, okay, so he has been charged with first-degree murder for the two shootings. He also faces He is also facing a charge of arson causing damage to property in a Vaughan incident. Earlier this month, YRP also arrested Jacob Wallace, that's the white youth, a 19-year-old man from Mississauga, for the shooting in Vaughan. He is facing the same charges as Thomas. Police allege that Wallace drove the getaway car. The motive for the two shootings is still unknown. The two shootings are believed to be targeted, and police underscored that neither victim was involved in any criminal activity that led up to their deaths. Bullshit. Investigators have said the only link to the two incidents they have is Badger, and there we have it. There's something that I saw on Reddit that caught my attention. I will find it. Hopefully I don't see any NSFW messages. We read through this. So K2 connection to Ryan weddings. K2 abandoned his dogs. It's starting to really look sad for this guy. He realized too late that the info from the Yeg Hood stories, and he was never wrong, and it low-key creeps me out. Look at the story was bigger than two bodies. The plot thickens. Oh, shit, nigga. Right, and you can see over here in the pictures, we got I guess this is one of the victims, or this is supposed to be some next gangster. This is the mophead white youth, obviously K2, Ryan Weddings, and RIP Lil OT. And then this is the back and forth. Is this who he was talking to? The plot thickens. Is this who they're saying he was talking to? What are they saying in the comments over here? Some rat ass shit. Not gonna lie, whoever his homies are recording his calls now, snaps are deaths. Or and the snaps are deaths. Probably fake, to be honest. This person responded. What the fuck he expected a nigga on the run for FBI, CSIS to do for him. Man sounds like he's about to take everyone down with him. I played hockey. I was a good youth. Oh, man. What's this? Z, also known in 2014 as Muhammad Nadil Zetoun. He doesn't try to do this anymore. Now he pays YGs to go and ooh, ow, shit. Okay, calm down, Friday. Calm down. Oh, let it breathe for a second. Yo, Cheeseburger. Big salute to man like Borough Sounds, aka DJ Czar, aka Zarly Kirk. Says the convos were the man said he's in Syria had me dying because if that man is in Syria, he's safe. There ain't no extradition, bro. Ooh. Is there any more in here? Does the plot thicken even more? You got to go through the comments too. You can't just leave it at the post itself. You got to go through the comments. There was some other thing that was in connection with this. Oh, and by the way, the last song that I played from this guy, the last time I played some music, and I'll do it again. Let me see if he has any, if they put any more music. Look at this, K2 Edmonton, the blood clot. This youth with his new story. I'm just going to this page to see if they dropped anything new in the last 9 days. Convos with Marlo. Oh, salute to Marlo. Based on honest run, waiting for first degree murder. Yo, everybody try to get a piece of this story over here. Holy. 4 days ago, one last song. Who's making his beats? Or is he rapping on other people's shit?
There's so much on my mind. A lot that I did, I wish I could rewind. But it's too late, can't go back. No, y'all know that. It's all good because I did it from mine. All I can.
Oh, listen, I already know ahead of time that this is going to get cut out of the replay. So anybody who's watching the replay of this when I clip this later, just know that I'm just returning from the.
Say what's out of a ride. Thinking like, fuck, no way, that's mine. It's my life. All that I need from you is one night. Late nights all alone, don't need nobody. Cut them off, I twice and get told probably. Where I'm at, I don't know, on the road probably. So disappointed, bro, dog, cause the road probably. A lot of bad things that they say about me. Like I killed my own homie, stop playing with me. My nigga.
Yo, who the fuck mixed this, bro? Who's the mixing engineer, fam? The man's on the run and has like the most pristine, clean sound. Like the sound has actually gotten exponentially cleaner. Like the mixes have gotten better as he ran longer and longer. Like, are you your own mixing engineer, or like, are you using AI? It's like, frick, bro. It's like you sound like you got 40 back there mixing for you and shit.
He killed for me, got blood on her hands, pray for him and he praying for me. This my last night, are you going or staying with me? I'm tired of ducking these friends, I just want to be free. I just want to see my mom one time. But
No. Let's not give him no cop-out excuse over here, Nash. You said probably got a studio set up. Yeah, he might have a studio set up to record on the road. Who's mixing this shit down, fam? Like I can feel the 808 like in my stomach, fam. You feel me? Like, well, go on, dog. Like the beat's thumping, fam, and like not just because the beat is good, like it's well mixed, bro. Like the EQs are just all like at the right places. Says all you need is a $200 and you got the preset in FL Studio. For real? Listen, I haven't recorded bars in a long time, so I'm out of the loop. You might be able to get like Drake quality music right now with your phone or just a laptop setup and a freaking interface and a mic. For real, eh? I'm an old head. It's easy these days, man. They're saying niggas get the clean mixes, shit that you could bump in the car and like you're not like rattling your speakers and shit. Well, shit, I stand corrected.
But I know if I leave, grandma won't be alright. Don't know what to do, this one hell of a life. That's one hell of a life.
It's one hell of a life for real there, buddy. I can hear the strings, or not the strings, but like, you know, the little scrape of the strings. Like you can, you know what I'm talking about. Not the actual guitar itself, but like the minor scrapes of the guitar. Like, holy, this shit might be AI. God damn. Well, there was one more thing in here that I wanted to examine. Dare I say, investigate. Let's see here, because they're saying there was a post that I seen, and it might, you know what, it might be in my links. Let me go to my links. Yes, Young Drilla chain snatch. Is this still up? I wanted to know what this is all about, because this happened 22 hours ago, prior to the news of his arrest, like literally a few hours before the news of his arrest, basically. Right, and on the caption it says, looks like K2's chain was confiscated recently, and Young Drilla speaks. And Young Drilla, for the people who don't know who Young Drilla is, I do remember he had a First Day Out song. Young Drilla. first day out. He did have a first day out song. This is some of his older shit. A oldie but goodie. Outside of the South with the friggin' paperwork. Watch him. He's got the friggin' the hot whip outside. Like he ain't came here to play. He came here for play. Let me find this shit here, because there was another post of Young Driller. Let's see. Young Driller. No, there was only the one. Hold on. There was another post that I saw. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find this here. Because I feel like there was more than one post of Young Driller and this whole K2 connection here. I'm just doing my due diligence before we get off of the story here. And listen, RIP to anybody who's passed away in any of these incidents right here. This is not here for the glorification of violence or anything in any kind of way. We're just doing our due diligence as far as reporting on the going-ons of what's going on in the scene here. Is this it? Oh, what is?
I was scared for my life, so I gave the feds his drop. Did I do the right thing?
Yo, Reddit ain't shit, man.
I saw K2 and I took his chain.
Yo, Reddit. You all ain't shit over there on the Reddit, on the Torontology Reddit. And you know what I mean when I say that, bro. Young Money, I know. Don't worry. They didn't get my old ass this time around, man. Because listen, this is a Reddit special over here. Reddit, like, as soon as some shit goes down, I don't know who's working over there, if it's the mods or whatever, they get the AI prompting and they get the shit up quick. How many hours ago? 17 hours ago. The other video of the chain I showed you guys was from 22 hours ago. So within 5 hours, we got this.
What else?
I saw K2 and I took his chain.
What else?
I was scared for my life, so I gave the feds his drop. Did I do the right thing?
The mouth is not even moving in sync.
Gave the feds his drop. Did I do the right thing?
Yo, Driller, if you see this, I'm not laughing at you, bro. I'm laughing at the Reddit. Yo, these guys are fucking stupid. Oh, I'm so here for the fuckery, though. I'm not even gonna lie. I stay in the wormhole of fuckery. I feel there's should be a pause there. I stay in the wormhole of fuckery. Young Driller, these niggas ain't shit. Young Infama Driller, they call him. Do your homework. Not the first time he ratted. Man pleads to the facts and fries his Kofi. What are you guys saying, bro? This is why no rappers don't like Reddit or Torontology Reddit specifically. Because y'all just be saying the most heinous shit about these niggas minus the paperwork. Hold on, let me see what this other one is saying here. Young Driller gave anonymous tip on K2. How? Because he got his chain? This goofball really posted, someone check on K2 after giving the drop on him. Really ratatouille shit. What the fuck? Ratatouille is crazy. Oh, my brain hurts, man. These niggas on the internet have no chill, bro. I'm just trying to see if there's any more of these things here where these guys are just shitting on the man, bro. Doo-doo. I think that's it, man. Yeah, I think that's it. Listen, man. No salutes to anybody, okay? K2, you're going to have to deal with what you're going to have to deal with at this point. Hopefully that back and forth that I just read, that Snapchat message or whatever, is not real. It's AI as well. So they don't try to pull that shit up in court. When people are like, yo, Friday, you're kind of federal, you're all examining into this shit. Come on, brother. Let's just relax over here, okay? We're not obviously doing the police's job for them. But to be honest, bro, I'm doing this reporting over here, and I don't want to sound like a dick. None of these niggas is my homies or any shit like that, bro. We're not like here protecting niggas. Oh my God, yo, you're being federal. Why? Because we're trying to figure out what happened with this person who's accused of murder. So where's our morals at this point? Okay, I'm more on morals than somebody calling me federal for covering an incident where somebody's on the run for shooting somebody. Okay, I'm not taking the videos down, none of that shit. I'm even in real time right now, I'm having the realization, all of that shit when y'all call me federal, keep that shit for somebody. Keep that shit for a nigga who don't do media and is on camera like how many times a week. Keep that for your cousin friggin' Delroy or any of them other guys who are just still on the street going in and out of jail, all right? I don't need to hear them talk. Get it out my DMs, out my comments, suck a dick, all right? Anyhow, we're moving on, all right? And no free ups to K2. If he's innocent, free him. If he's guilty, you got to hold these niggas, bro. I'm sorry. It's not, oh, just keep the rats and the diddlers. The murderers too, all right? Let's do that moving forward too. Say, fuck, you been a hater. No, it's not me being a hater. It's me not liking to see people's lives getting taken off of the earth. All right? I don't give a shit what kind of business y'all got on the street. One, if that person murdered one of your people, they wrong too. Okay? But I'm not here saying, oh, the man's them, the dogs, the demons who caught about 5 bodies, free up the dogs. You caught 5 bodies. Go sit down. The fuck? That's not for me to tell you, oh, free up the man them. I'm not outside with you guys. I'm a fucking tax-paying citizen. Why should I say free up the man them so that now you could be back on the street in another shootout and hit me, one of my family, or somebody in the crossfire of a shootout? No. If you murder somebody, you can go sit with the rats and the diddlers too. I'm not putting you in the same level or scale, okay? Let's not get that twisted. You're not in the same bracket or category, but you got to sit down too. There's no free ups for the murderers. Not from me, not from Friday Ricky Dread. All right? Sorry. I'm sorry if I let some of the people down, okay? I'm not gangster. Anywho, I wanted to touch on this top 5 versus Pressa thing. I know it sounds like, what? Top 5 versus Pressa? What are we in? 2025, brother? No. They're still beefing. Okay? And to be honest, like, it's kind of crazy to the point of self-snitching. So I'll show you guys what I mean by this. So let me pull up some stuff on the screen over here. There was a video that just dropped. The video didn't drop yet. There's a preview of a video from Moneyboy GGG. All right? Billionaire says the street life is dumb as fuck. Yes. Actually, no, I can't say dumb as fuck. If mans are just trying to feed their family, Ray Tay, cool. If it means that you couldn't pay your grandma's bill or whatever the excuse that we saw over there in the Snapchat messages, that I need to go catch a body, why don't you just go catch a pack of work, my nigga? Go stand outside or whatever niggas do these days to go get your money up. Go OT. Nah, y'all niggas want to streamline the process. So if I just go catch a body, instead of having to hustle for the next, let's say, 2 months or a month and a half to make 30 racks, I can just go kill somebody and they'll give me 30 racks. Guess what? Go fuck yourself. I'm not even trying to say, oh, the other ones are better because they're drug dealers. You might be killing people slower out there selling fent or whatever. But to go and just go say, oh, somebody gave me some money. Let me go and plot and go find them and then pop their head off just because they're giving me 30 racks. Nah, bro. Mans them rate you. I don't. I'm sorry. Just Chillin' says people didn't choose street life back then. It was what's true survival. If they couldn't choose differently, they would have had to. Listen, facts. Let me show you something. Brother, if your family, and we'll get to this new story in a second. If you're having problems with grandma and all that type of shit, you know what you should do? Go look a job. Go look a job. There's no shame in making $20 an hour, brother. If your friends call you miskeen and a loser because you made $25, you make $25 an hour, then guess what? Get new friends. They're leading you in the wrong direction. If your homies are saying, oh, the only option for you to go get money is either go OT and get used by some older heads to go and get their agenda off, or go and take somebody's life, then guess what? Get new friends. And then when you find new friends, go look a job. I don't give a fuck if it's Tim Hortons. If your family can't eat, then go work at Timmy's. Holy shit, man. I'm tired of hearing these street niggas always like, oh, well, niggas don't understand. Man, them had to, we had to get it out the mud. Oh, I come from the block. I didn't have those choices. I didn't choose the streets. The streets chose me. You're lying. You just wanted to be cooler than everybody else, fam. You didn't want to be called a loser. Oh, you regular normie. What do you, drive the bus? What do you, work for the city? Miskeen. You didn't want to be called that. So then you started taking penitentiary chances from the time you were a youth. Trust me, I know where y'all coming from because I was you, okay? And I was stupid. What did I have to? I had to go do time. Knock my head. Boop. I had to go do time. I'm just saying, bro. If that was the case, oh, it's I'm just a product of my environment. Fuck out of here. If you were just a product of my environment, then that would mean that every 2 people that live in the hood, okay, let's take Jane and Finch. Let's even specify this shit, and niggas might get cheesed. Let's take Driftwood. That would mean out of the whole population of Driftwood, if they were just all products of their environment, that would mean if Driftwood has a population, let's give a round number of 10,000 people in that area, that would mean 9,000 of them are all drug dealers and sliders or drillers. And we know that's not the case. There's only out of 10,000 of them, let's say there's 10,000 in the area, and I'm highballing or lowballing or whatever it is, okay? You know what? I have ChatGPT. Why am I doing this to my life? 1 second. 1 second. Let me go on ChatGPT. I don't have to live this way. How many, let's see. How many get this out the goddamn way. Okay, there we go. How many people? Let's do this. What's the population of Driftwood? And we'll put in brackets so they'll know perfectly, Jane and Finch. Because I'm a product of my environment. And I'm not trying to say anybody specific in Toronto. That didn't come from Toronto. Niggas pick that shit up from American niggas. I'm a product of my environment. Oh my God, I lowballed this shit like crazy. 50,000 to 52,000 people. Brother, if that's the case, if mans are products of their environment, all right, that would mean out of 50,000 people who live in the Driftwood area, 45,000 of them are drug dealers. And we know that's not the case. It's probably like 1,000 tops. And that's highballing. It might be a few hundred that might be like, yo, I'm on some shit. It might even be less than 100, to be honest. Let me check this donation here. Thank you for the donation. Wake Up Gucci. It says, my dad died when I was 1. It never made me kill anyone. Thank you. Like, yo, now everybody's going to get it. Oh, do you got 20,000? I'll go take somebody's life for you because I'm mad at society. No, you niggas just want to look cool. You just don't want to work nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to have the hot chains, European whips, all that type shit, and then be able to call everybody else losers for working 9 to 5s. Don't worry about it. I'm not judging you. I'm just making an observation because I was you. I used to call 9 to 5s, oh, you're lame. And then I got locked up. And then they told me, yo, you have to have gainful employment or we're going to put you back in jail. And then guess what? I became a lame. So, like I said, I'm not judging you. It's just an observation. Y'all niggas think, oh, I had no chances. My back was against the wall. Oh, I had to feed my mom and my uncle or wherever the hell the homie was saying. So I had to go and kill somebody. Like, think about the equation. Oh, I had to go feed my family. So I had to take somebody's life off of the earth because we're hungry. That's fucking selfish. So why would I say free you niggas? You niggas need to stay the fuck in jail. If your hunger means somebody else needs to get taken off of the earth, that means, to be honest, if you guys are in certain states, I would say take the fucking death penalty. Because there's no way that your hunger or your family's hunger circumvents the life form on earth of somebody. Go fuck yourself. I don't even know how I got on this rant, but niggas just pissed me off with the freedom. Oh, I seen Bear free him on Reddit, and I was like, yo, you guys are losers. All you guys saying free him on Reddit, live in the suburbs, never seen a gun, never seen the hood in your life. Shut up. About free him. Keep him. If he's guilty, keep him blood clot. Anyhow, let's get back to whatever we were getting to. So, let me reintroduce the story here. My bad. I went on a super sidetrack. Okay, I lost my cool. My bad to all the gangsters out there. Okay, when you see me, okay, you can call me Federal Ricky or whatever. I heard you said about my dog's in jail for murder right now. Okay, so what? Tell him stop murdering people. Sorry, not sorry. And thank you for the donation over here. Wake Up Gucci says, this for speaking facts. Listen, that's the only thing I know how to do, man. Okay, so let's get to the story here. The top 5 Pressa issue still going on. We're in 2026. We're in March. I felt that maybe post-Ramadan, cooler heads may prevail. These guys might start thinking peace. Nah, we ain't doing that. Them niggas is going to be forever, bro. So Money Man GGG posted a preview of some new music, and the location of said new music video is in Driftwood. And also it says Money Boy previews YG diss track. Okay, so it's a diss track on top of that. No sound?
Lost that bitch. Bitches for real rebrand that shit. In the fame, she ain't even broke trying to pay for his kid. That's on live with another nigga shit. Press A pussy still lost that bitch. Bitches for real rebrand that shit. How you so sick and you hiding in BC? I ain't no rapper on smoke, come see me. Burn on the woods, I don't need no army. Contract killer, you ain't got a real body. How you gonna break up a hole that you can't hit? How you gonna learn the net with your old ass? Niggas wake up on the ground, say fake shit. They gon' bleed out, talking that hot shit. Okay, I'm on the road, still get into it. Nigga call me broke, that nigga is stupid. I'm trying to catch him and keep on shooting. Roll through the city, I bump and maneuver. He's so deep right now, it's over. Niggas gon' talk shit, run up and smoke them. Niggas on the ground trying to catch him and ghost him. 50 ain't none, we letting off money. So many shots, I keep on dumping. Still in the trench, so something ain't coming.
This is not bad. Just to give a quick music critique for a second. The beats are hard. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he's rapping with the mask on. And listen, Money Boy, if you see this, salute to you, bro. Okay, I fuck with all you guys over at the GGG side and over there on the with the Wasas. Okay, so we're not picking no sides over here. I'm just saying, right now, I feel like I need more enunciation because I'm trying to catch the disses.
We can swap it out right now, ain't nothing.
Let me play it again.
Fame, Jay even broke trying to pay for his kid. That's on live with another nigga shit.
Okay, so I caught that. Jay Neat broke trying to pay for his kid.
That's on live with another nigga shit. Press A, pussy still lost that bitch. Bitches for real,
Pressa's a pussy and he lost that bitch.
Brand that shit. How you so sick and you hiding in BC? I ain't no rapper on smoke, come see me.
How you so sick and you're hiding? Say that again.
Shit. How you so sick and you hiding in BC? I ain't no rapper on smoke, come see me.
How you so sick and you're hiding in BC? Okay, so I think that's more. I think that's a shot towards YG.
I don't need no army. Contract killer, you ain't got a real body. How you gonna break up a hole that you can't hit? How you gonna learn the net with your old ass? Niggas wake up on the ground, say fake shit. They gon' bleed out, talking that hot shit.
So saying that demands are saying fake shit. I guess this is all solely dedicated to the Wasas and them. Like it's no, oh, I'm the shit. Look at my car. Look at my bitch. It's like no, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, all the way through.
Okay, I'm on the road, still get into it. Nigga call me broke, that nigga is stupid. I'm trying to catch him and keep on shooting. Roll through the city, I bump and maneuver. He's so deep right now, it's over. Niggas gon' talk shit, run up and smoke them. Niggas on the ground trying to catch him and ghost him. 50 ain't none, we letting off money. So many shots, I keep on dumping. Still in the trench, so something ain't coming. We can swap it out right now, ain't nothing.
I like the second one better. Ooh, I don't know if it's part of the same song, but the second one sounded kind of fire. And listen, I'm not trying to support any lyrics, any dissings of the man's them or whatever. I'm just saying from a technical musical standpoint, musical standpoint, it's pretty good there, buddy. Pretty good. But I think this is what prompted this response. If I can find my responses here. I think this is what prompted this response right here. So Pressa says he had 5 leaking, and all they did was make diss tracks. The reason I feel, and this is the post itself, at Top5, so he ats him, had you leaking around central London, my youth, and all you did was drop diss records. This is based off of the comment section. Where was this posted? Was this posted on Keep 6? Because it might have been in the comment section underneath there. Let's see if we can find the post. Here we go. All right. Because I feel like this is where they would get their shit off. And it's big salute to Keep 6. Let's see. I'm just going through the comments, see if I can find Pressa's comment here. Because other than that, the only other big blog that might have posted that might have been like Toronto Rappers or let me know maybe where this comment came from, gang. Maybe it's on Moneyboy's page. I don't know if Moneyboy would have this on his own page. Moneyboy, GGG. Is this him? no, there's another. Listen, there's multiple money boys. You got to be very specific. Let me know in the chat, where do y'all think this comment came from? Play on perception. Pressa does this dry snitch-ish for Americans to believe. Fam, I don't. This is kind of what I'm saying, bro. And salute to Looney. Let me put your comment on the screen there, brother. Why would you say that, fam? Man's are literally like copping to, oh, we had you leaking, brother. Oh, yo, y'all remember that wireless festival thing there, the Drake thing? Oh, yeah, it was us. Because if it ain't y'all, right, and I don't, listen, to be honest, please don't let it be y'all, fam. Like, why would you just get on, like, the interwebs and be like, yo, that pussy, we had him leaking? What? We? Are we French? Am I wrong about that? Did I read that wrong? Yo, Press. What are you doing? Young Money says for YG does it all the time. It's not okay, man. Like, fam, you're an artist who are signed to Sony, 2-time contractually signed artist to Sony. I feel like I know where I had to post from. This is Top 5's response. Okay, yeah. Money Boy SDM. Oh, I was on the right page. 1 second. Let's go back over here. Why would I second guess myself? Here it is.
Gotta pay for his kid. That's on live with another nigga shit.
Oh, he got freaking no jumper in the comments. Pressa jumped in these comments here? Holy shit, man. How do you draw Pressa out like this? Because Top 5 was responding to Pressa's comment. Unless he deleted the comment. I feel like, oh, this guy keeps on repeating. Because I was about to say, some of these comments low-key look like bots. But this guy just keeps on repeating some of these comments, which looks like bots. But I digress. I don't see Pressa. All right, now we're getting a repeat of messages. Yeah, he might have deleted that message because this right here is a response. All right. Stop, man. In Cali. Oh, what's this? At Pressa. Oh, hiding. Okay, stop hiding in Cali. At Pressa, you never did shit. And how much times your block get hit up since then? What's going on, man? Civilians and cats got hit up, though, Pedro. But both these guys are bragging about shit they sent next mans to go do. Yo, these comments be snitching. I don't know, bro. This is not the worst, most egregious part of the beef. I just feel like when man just comes straight out like that, like, yo, I had you leaking. Like, what do you mean by that, fam? Like, niggas gone too far, bro. Don't be so mad at each other that a video, and this might be a message to Pressa and them, mans. Don't be so mad at each other where a video of the next man filming a video in your neighborhood will make you get into the comment section and just start like self-telling and shit. Okay, because that's like, it just sounds like man's got you out of character for a second. Like, you just got cheese and you're just like, yo, fuck this, yo, had that man leaking. Like, no, chill. And listen, I just had a whole rant about if mans are killers or whatever, keep them. I stand on that, right? But don't make it easy for the boy them. That's all I'm saying. Rage bait. I don't know if that's rage bait, because for it to be rage bait, that would means that you're saying something that you're trying to elicit some kind of reaction from the audience, where we get angry now and we're like, oh my God, why did you say that about Top 5? No, none of us are mad. We're concerned. You feel me? It's more concern. Listen to YG Darth Vader. They've been saying publicly for a minute. YG Darth Vader. Well, let's do it. YG Darth Vader. Well, let's do it.
Yeah. Darth Vader, I hit him with a laser. Darth Vader, I hit him with a laser. We caught that boy in London.
I know what you're about to say, but I'll play in a second. That is not a good hook right there, brother. I'm sorry.
Darth Vader, I hit him with a laser. Darth Vader, I hit him with a laser. We caught that boy in London. I sliced him with a razor.
Whoa!
Darth Vader.
Whoa! What are you doing?
With a laser, we caught that boy in London. I sliced him with a razor. Darth Vader, I hit him with a laser. Darth Vader, I hit him with a laser. We caught that boy in London. I sliced him with a razor. Wheelchair, he got a taper. Headshot, he with his maker. He moving like a Laker. 10 milli head breaker. The cookie dope Quakers. The glizzy kick Neymar. Trap house look like Kmart. The glizzy spit retard. Pro left him in.
Yo. Oh man, I'm not mad at the verse, but like I don't condone the different things that he's talking about as far as like slicing man's necks and Darth Vader. Hit them with the laser. I hit them with the laser. Bro, what are you doing, fam? Don't self-snitch for 14,000 views, bro.
In the backer, I move those fast like NASCAR. I spin your block like Pascal. I see it up, that's new loud. Glock V shoot different, that's new sound. And I got more bites than Bloodhound. I left a boy and I left shows on the ground. And I love how the 38 spin around. Huh? I see is killers in my background. Put the raw in the pot that smack down. Better cover your ears when I clap round. I don't even get these when I spin round. When it's for sound. Fuck nigga when the cut is outside of bound. Pennywise the way remind me a clown. Like everything that when I walk down. DBK couldn't walk, can't even talk now. I flip, I heard it as you.
He said DBT or DBK. He's talking about Drive By King. That's the gentleman who passed away in jungle last summer. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it was last summer, right? He was in a wheelchair. He was one of Top 5's friends. It was around the time when he was at Canada's Wonderland. He said he can't talk or he can't walk, and now he can't talk now. Interesting.
I flip, I heard it as yelling for jigs. I don't know why you thought. DBK couldn't walk, can't even talk now. I flip, I heard it as yelling for jigs. I don't know why you thought jail was safe. I dare you to talk on the night, you're not brave. I switched to do your ass like a slave. I don't clean up my house, I got a maid. And he ran off on a little 3K. Jane Sheps got some killers in me. Sack up the chips, but they looking like Got a haircut, bullets right in his way. Looking for the gang, we got bodies for days. Wanna pop her cut while he moving so days. And he got his gun, but he moving afraid. And I with him up, make it look like he bathed. Dirty boy, cause I know that you don't. Big Glizzy clean you up like a soap.
You know what it might be? And listen, salute to YG. I'm a fan of YG's music. I'm just not a fan of this song. Okay, so if you see this, which I feel like you're going to see this, you're going to get cheesed, but it's not good. But I will say this. Maybe it's because of the legal precedent that Top 5 set. They might low-key need to thank Top 5 for beating his case. Right? Or what's his name? Gary Grill. What's Top 5's lawyer's name again? I forgot the man's lawyer's name. Right? But whatever his lawyer's name is, they might need to thank him. And I'm talking about the Wassas, because like the way this music is and like the way you guys are like self-reporting, like I don't want to use the word snitching because like that's like a heavy word, but you guys are self-reporting, bro. It's crazy. Like I hit him with the laser. They might bring that shit up in court. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to be real with y'all niggas. I'm not trying to pull no punches and be like, oh, Gary Grill, thank you, Gary Grill. I'm not trying to like just do some, oh, I'm podcasting, doing the show and just talk shit. Like, no, like reality. Like, let's act like the mics are not here, okay? We'll pretend like there's no mics over here, okay? Niggas need to relax on some of these bars. Just get the line in the music, bro. And if you're lying, like I'm assuming, listen, I'm under the assumption that you're lying, okay? Let's keep it that way then. Because like, if you're not, they go bring this up in court, fam. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Niggas get cheesed. Yo, why are you trying to use my lyrics against me in court? Oh, is it because I'm black? No, because you're talking about murders in your fucking songs. And then it's like, we sound crazy after. It's like, oh, you don't even care about the black community or the black diaspora because there ain't no community, right? You don't even care about black people like that, Friday, huh? I always knew you was a raccoon because you don't know what's about freedom of speech. Just because I said it in a rap doesn't mean that they can hold it against me in court. Says who? They're doing it to Lil Durk right now. And mans are being way more literal than Lil Durk. It's crazy. I literally, every time I go through a week of making content, and I say this, it's not even something that I think about every month. I say, no, this is not real. This is a simulation. I gotta pinch myself just to, okay, this is real life. Niggas, no, you actually did that. Right? You know what I forgot to say? And I'm kind of wrapping two stories into one. Even with the K2 youth, bro. What? Fam, you're from Edmonton, my nigga. What are you doing in friggin' Calgary? What's the distance between Edmonton and Calgary? Let me see something here. Let me get this off the fucking screen. Edmonton. Niggas is just dumb, bro. Look at this. Can I get a closer shot of this? Hold on. Let me pull it up on the maps. Hold on. Let me do that. That'll make my job easier. Give it a second, gang. My computer's freezing the fuck up. Okay. Let's go to maps. Boom. So where's Calgary is over here. Can I get a visual? There we go. Look at this. This is where he's from. This is where they got him. Bruh. Why are you guys this dumb, fam? You're making the cops' job so much easier to the point where, like, we can't even feel sorry for you, bro. 2.5 hour drive. Super idiot thing, dog. You guys are knuckleheads, bro. Knuckle dragging Neanderthal dummies. When mans them get caught, you become lolcows to us, bro. I'm sorry, fam. I got to keep it real with you. I know niggas will shoot my face off. Who you talking to Friday? No, fam. I'm showing you guys you're being super stupid, fam. You can't be mad at me for pointing out that you're being dumb. Supreme said he slapped out little OT. I heard about that too. That might be a possibility too. Listen, they might put a third body on him. You never know. He got family all over Alberta. Well, guess what? You're bye-bye, family. I caught 2 bodies, or I've been plastered all over the news for catching 2 bodies. Bye-bye, family. I gotta go run. I gotta go see if I can make it to Mexico or some unextraditable country. But I can't stay in the same province. Watch this. These guys are such idiots, bro. And they call the people who work the 9 to 5 the idiots. You're the idiots. Look how many of fam. Okay. And you know what? Let me wrap this other story here before, because I'm all zigzagging all over the goddamn place. All right. Salute to Top 5. Salute to Pressa. Y'all figure this shit out, okay? Y'all niggas are acting like children too. Self-snitching on each other or self-snitching on yourselves. You're beefing, fucking up the money. Figure it out. All right? Salute to both of y'all. Same way. Anyhow, back to this nigga. Bruh. What are we doing here, fam? You're here. This is where you're from. And this is all as far as you went to. How many times have we examined on these live streams? Specifically these live streams. How many times have we went through, oh, this guy's on the run, and then they caught him literally in the same province. These niggas don't even leave the province, bro. Okay? I told you about the nigga, and listen, I'll just say it, Top Gunner. Like, you went to freaking, I said Vaughn in the live stream, then somebody corrected me and said, no, it's Stouffville. Same shit, just different part of the, same proximity from Toronto or from Scarborough area, just on a different area, a different end. What are you niggas doing, fam? You don't care about your freedom. You obviously don't give a shit about life, right? You don't care. What's the term that they use? Not caring for human life, or you wouldn't be shooting and killing people or shooting in places. And I'm not talking about Top Gunner specifically. I'm talking about all you dumb niggas. You wouldn't be out here just shooting with no discriminate care about people's lives. That's the one thing. But your guys are proving how dumb and stupid you are. But when you finish going and taking somebody's life, you don't even run far enough. How is man supposed to listen to your bars and take y'all niggas seriously when you're that dumb? Stop talking like that. Mans might slap me away. Stop telling us to stop getting caught killing niggas. I'm sorry. And the thing is, you're not even wrong. Niggas would be like, yo, Friday, you're speaking too much facts. Bang! Who do you think you are? And then have to go on the run for my body. It's a super idiot thing, bro. Right? They'll never find me in Stouffville. Well, guess what? They did. It took them about 2 years. They found you in Stouffville. And you know what? The fact that the cops, at least with this nigga over here, I don't know if he played himself, but they found him quick. The rest, the police are not even trying to look. They'll say, oh, yeah, we have them. They have their picture. We got them on the bolo. These niggas would be gone for like a year and change, and they're like right next door. So you're not even doing your jobs either. The criminals are dumb as shit because they don't realize that the cops are not doing their job. So now I have an opportunity to run farther. They figure, oh, cops ain't found me in about 8 months. Why am I running any further? I'm going to just chill a couple of cities down. No, you dummies, you idiots. If the cops aren't doing their job, that's the best opportunity. And I shouldn't even be telling you stupid idiots how to get away with murder. But if the cops ain't doing their job, then that's the best opportunity for you to run further and run faster. So by the time the cops get their head out their ass, now you're not even in the same province anymore. But no, these guys, they run 3 blocks down the road. And then they say, oh, somebody ratted me out, fam. Yo, the streets ain't loyal. They ratted me out, fam. No, dummy. Run further. Holy shit. Young Reed wants to know Friday. Ricky Dress say you got away with murder before. One, I wouldn't say it if I did. But low key, I don't think you can even get away with murder these days. Not to say that people don't get away with murders, but into the big 2026, the chances of you getting away with murder is way slimmer than what it used to be. They've got so much technology these days. Like, good luck, bro. Cell phone triangulation. They can track, even if you turn off your phone and, okay, I'm not going to bring my phone with me to the drill, right? As soon as you turn your phone back on, they can see, oh, the phone was turned back on and he switched the chip and he thought he can get away with it by switching his chip, but we're still tracking the actual phone itself. Like, it's too much, fam. Maybe in certain places you can get away with it, but then you got countries like like London that have the most CCTV cameras in the world. I'm sure Toronto is right there in the top 10 or 20 of having the most CCTV surveillance. Like, you ain't getting away with shit in 2026, bro. So if I did catch a body, I'd be gone by now. I'm sorry, bro. I don't think I'm slick enough to be able to get away with this shit. And then you got to tell one person, at least one person, like, yo, I'm stressed, bro. I can't sleep, fam. I caught a body. And then how are you going to trust that person? I just can't do it, fam. I'll tell you guys some real truth before I move on to my next story. All right, because I like to be transparent with the audience here. I've had opportunities to go catch a body in revenge. I just didn't have the heart to do it. Maybe it makes me a pussy and not just a good human being. Niggas home invaded me. This happened to me back in 2009. All right. The real ones know who are in the chat. I'll tell you this. I'm not self-snitching, but we were about to do the Empire album release party for the Get It album. All right. Big salute to the whole Empire crew. Album release party was going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm waiting for the shit to go down, or waiting for my niggas to get to the crib, and then we going to leave. But I'm waiting for my plug, and my plug is taking super long. Plug finally pulls up. Boom. He's there with a next nigga. Long story short, because I'm not going to get into the details, these niggas rob us. Me and a few other of my homies that have nothing to do with my game. They're just there on some rap shit. So I got these niggas all tied up and shit in the crib too now. That ain't even got shit to do with it. All right. So we fucked up. Niggas is walking around the crib, guns out. Right. I got out of that situation. They let us go, or they left, took whatever they needed to take. Like, they took clothes, jewelry, money. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I just want to save face a little bit. They took like about 4 ounces of that yayo, but I had another 8 ounces stashed that you never found, brother. I'm sorry. You had to look a little bit harder, bro. Pause. Like, you gotta, you went into the friggin' stove. You found them underneath in the oven compartment. I said, bro, talk about Drake. Yo, I'm talking about me getting home invaded, nigga. Drake could wait. They try to take out the oven tray. Oh, there's a nice little 4 ounces. All right. That was the stepped on shit, my nigga. All right. That was maybe about 2.5. I'm reminiscing. Give me a second. He just danced all over that bitch. dump all over that bitch. Okay, so that was maybe about 2.5 that you got. I had another 8 uncut. Under the ting, bro. You missed that one, fam. So I'm just trying to save face for you guys on camera because that's how I bounced back. Okay, they didn't find the uncut, and I was able to and I was back. But I digress. Okay, tied us up. We all fucked up. Cool. They left with whatever they left with. Fam, I'm like, yo, I gotta see these niggas. The guy who robbed me, him and his chick, right? I've seen them before. I've been around them before. So now if I see them, because I'm a street nigga, my only option is for revenge, and I have to kill these niggas. I ain't gonna lie, I was driving around, moving with my cab driver sometimes. I'm moving around with the big 4.4, the same 4.4 I went to jail for. I'm moving around with that shit on me. I caught it in my freaking bag. I'm just carrying it everywhere. I'm checking a shotty. I got the big thing on me, fam. The freaking Dirty Harry. Just in case I see these niggas. And then what am I supposed to do? Blow them down. Boom. Right in the streets if I see them. Or try to catch them in a back alley somewhere. So, I seen them one time buying clothes on Young Street. I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, what do I do? Do I get with my cabbie and we'll circle the block or whatever? You know what? I didn't end up doing shit. Now, if I was a K2 type of nigga or one of these other type niggas, my first instinct, right? Wacky Productions. I did nothing. I was pussy. I didn't want to go kill them. I didn't want to go take their life. Shoot up on Young Street. You robbed me. Right? Might hit a bystander, but you robbed me though. Bang, 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 bang. Right? Stand over them after I'm done. Bum. Yo, that's for robbing me of my stuff. Bum, bum. That's what a real nigga would have done. I wasn't a real nigga. I was pussy. I didn't want to go kill no. I didn't want to take somebody's life. And then long story short, you guys know I got caught for the gun. I got drunk in my apartment, and then they found the burner months later. That same burner that I got for my own protection because I'm getting robbed and to use for offense or I guess retaliation. But I was pussy. I couldn't do it. And I say all of this to say, all you other niggas who ain't pussy, real niggas, how the fuck's that working out for you? Let me know. Okay? I went through this whole rigmarole, long ass story to ask y'all, the real niggas who in that situation, oh, they robbed your house, fam? Oh, for real? Or they robbed your apartment, fam? Oh, they took your work? Yo, and you didn't lay them down? How's that working out for you when you do the thing that you would have done? How'd that work it out for you? Right? I'm sure that people who would have thought, I would have done what a real nigga would have done. I'm sure half of you guys are watching this from jail right now on your cell phone that got snuck in by a guard. The other half of you guys are watching from heaven or hell. And then the rest of you guys are on the run or can't even sleep because you got freaking bodies on your freaking conscience. So tell me, how's that working out for you if you did the unpussy thing, okay? I would have done what Friday did. I would have laid them niggas down. How's that working out for you? That's all I want to know. Right? I'm right here. Right? That pussy ass nigga, guess what? Biggest podcast in the city. Sorry. It is what it is. Anywho, what else do I got on the docket? Oh, Iceman. Iceman on the way. Iceman. Somebody said they want me to talk about Drake. Everybody's been getting in formation right now because they're expecting the Iceman release. TV Gucci. Everybody just started to form in formation. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up some of these posts here. Link Up, Chubbs, Gucci, Nico, Voltron, Form. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the original post. TV Gucci. I'm ranting, sweating in my goddamn crib over here, over these Neanderthal ass niggas. So he posted this. Okay. It's just a diamond. And everybody started to follow up. Like everybody. Who else did they show who has this? All right. I don't know who this guy is. Who is this guy? Put me on, gang. Who is this guy? I don't be knowing about all the OVO lore. All right? You got to be like a real, like you got to be one of them R Drizzy type niggas to know everything about everybody in the camp. Let me know who this is. Because they're like, Kai changed that. I was like, Kai Sinat? They're like, no, Kai. Here's a picture of him and Drake. Is he a producer or something like that? You're like, Friday, you uneducated fool. Don't you know he's the one who done this and this and this? Like, I don't know, nigga. This is all his rich friends. All right, so he's got the thing. A bunch of people got the shit right here. So if you go through here, the Drizzy Glaze page over here, our Drizzy. Drake will be confirmed feature. Man, what's this? Let me just find some of these other ones that they showed here. I want to get to that Gilly post in a second. TV Gucci removes his diamond after seeing the friends. Oh, did he remove it? Hold on. Did I miss that? Oh, he did remove it. Interesting.
Elevate, elevate. Only I.
What's this? TV Gucci's ring? These niggas got some money, bro. Damn.
For myself and my family. All this happened for my.
Jeez. That's a lot of diamonds, brother. Let me owe $5. Holy. Oh, what is Harlem Globetrotters? What is this? A friggin'. This is a Harlem Globetrotter OVO collabo. These niggas is doing everything. Okay, let me go back to this R Drizzy page over here. My bad. I got distracted. This is the ultimate Drizzy Glaze page. Motherfuckers on the sub all week, just for nothing to drop. Facts. All right, the game. Even the game? The game's just trying to beg friends. Nobody told the game. That would be like me. This right here, this would be like me posting the shit. Like, I fuck with Drake. I talk to him every once in a while, but I'm not part of the team. All right? Niggas don't pay me and shit like that. I'm just cool with them. This would be like me posting that shit. Like, yo, see, I'm down with the team too. Like, nigga, we didn't ask you to change your profile pic, bro. But thank you. Though, bro. But yeah, even the game did it. There was somebody else that they showed over here. I think they showed OVO Rich. I think Snow Day. I'm telling you, man. Our Drizzy page, bro. Yo. DJ Zara says Friday, change yours to it. Should I change it? You think Drake will give me some free tickets? Yo, you know what, Friday? I thought wrong about you there, brother. I appreciate what you did, joining in with the team. You know what I'm saying? We got formate, man. We got to get in formation for this Iceman shit. I appreciate what you did, brother. How many tickets you need? What, you need 20 tickets, bro? I got you, brother. I got you, brother. Anytime, bro. Here's my direct number. Yo, you know what? I seen the effort that you put forth there, brother, and I like it. Here's my direct number. We even got to do this DM shit anymore. Anything you need. You need 50 racks? I got you right now. Thanks for changing the Avi pick, bro. You know what? I'm convincing myself. Niggas is putting ones in the chat. I didn't even ask niggas if they wanted. I didn't make a poll. I didn't ask niggas if they wanted a one in the chat or not. Like, damn. Shit. Should I do it now? Hold on. Let's do it. Okay. Where I get that diamond pick? Diamond dancing. Let's see. Drake, diamond. I'm gonna go do a quick Google search. Grab the Drake diamond, and we'll see if we can curry some favor with the camp. Okay, here's what I'll do. Let me show you guys some behind the scenes shit right here. I'm gonna show y'all what I do. So boom. Okay. Don't tell nobody, even though I know we live. Don't tell nobody what I do. And I got all my windows open. Pow. Boom, bing, boom, back, boom, bam. The type of shit you wouldn't understand. All right. This is how I get my the cleanest version of like a video or a photo from Instagram. I just steal it. Sometimes people have private pages and shit like that, so like they kind of make it so that you can't download stuff off their Instagram. That's when I'll just get the screenshot in. But anything than that, you're not stopping me from downloading shit. I ain't gonna repost your shit. Like I ain't gonna like steal your stuff, but you ain't stopping me from downloading it. I'm downloading every Instagram, every music video, documentary. You niggas be taking shit back. Oh, I had to delete that because somebody freaking paged me. Nah. Friday Ricky Drake got it in his hard drive. Sorry, gang. I'm just I'm just sending myself an email with this picture. Okay, so here we're gonna do it now. We're gonna switch our Avi, or our Avi, my Avi. And we're gonna get these OVO tickets. Here we go. I got the picture now. Okay. You go to my profile. Edit profile. Edit picture. Choose from library. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, I'm gonna give it a refresh just now. We in now, gang. We in. Woo! Okay, let me see what happens now. Let's give a refresh. Let's go to my page. Did it work? Nigga. It might take a bit of time because I have a verified page. Choose from library. Oh, we're reviewing. Okay, here we go. We're reviewing your profile picture. We're reviewing your updated profile picture, which we do for all verified profiles. We'll notify you once it's complete. Okay? So we're locked in, fam. We dialed in. It's just a matter of time. You saying don't do it? It's too late, fam. Now, if I switch it back, Instagram's going to get pissed, bro. They're going to be like, what are you doing, fam? You can't be switching your profile back and forward. Make a decision, brother. All right? Let me see. I'll come back to it after. We'll check after. Let's continue. So Snow Day's locked in. All right? You better be locked in, bro. The man gave you a whole feature. Who's Spenzo? Giffen Lanslow? Who the fuck are these niggas? Giffen Lanslow. Oh, I think this is some snowboarder motherfucker. Interesting.
What does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2. 10. 1 to hold it still, and the rest to smoke enough weed so the room starts spinning. You like that one? Hey, what are you guys laughing at? Snowboarders, man. How many snowboarders does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Okay, it's not set yet. Let's go back over here. Who else? Shanique Official, Shanique Bizarre or Bizarra. Let's see who this is. Let's get that off the screen before you see a bunch of titties. Because that's all that's in my friggin' Explorer. Shanique Bizarra. Did I spell that right? Shanique with one N. Or one. And Mindbender followers are too, eh? Wait a minute. Don't we? This is just like a Toronto.
Rhythm Squad. Shanique Bizarra. Oh, you listen now. One Caribbean festival was failure. I came all the way from Canada. I was in Queen's Park, Savannah, and I still didn't get to see Adija Palmer.
Let's go.
Spend all this money on VIP, and I didn't get to shake it with Molly.
What else?
Big up to Chronic and Lava. But where was Sizzler?
Talk to him.
Still waiting for Molly Dunn. Somebody tell me where was Russian?
Yes.
Could he come to Trinidad to set? Because all now, I ain't see him yet.
Nah.
But it's not the artist, it's the promoter. Big man, you was a joker. Came all this way to see the teacher. But I'm jumping and waving to Iowa. Tell me what happened. I want a refund. I want my money. It's not funny. It's not a joke.
Not a joke.
Are you on coke?
Ooh.
The show was whack. I want my money back. Rhythm Squad.
Bars. Snow Day could never. I'm playing. Is that it? Let's do a quick refresh over here, see if my shit is ready. Because now I'm thinking some of these people may not, and listen, with all due respect to these people, y'all might not be that important. What's Snow Day up to? This is an erratic live today. What's Snow Day up to? Nigga already changed the shit back. Where's the loyalty, brother? Nigga had his shit changed for like 12 hours. And you got posted on R Drizzy. Nigga. When my shit finally changes, when Instagram finally gives me the permission to change my shit, R Drizzy, you niggas on R Drizzy better post me, bro. I'm locked in step with y'all niggas, bro. Okay? OVO gang, let's go. Right? Now anybody's just doing this shit. Oh, hold on. I got an email. I got something from Instagram. Are y'all ready? Woo! Hold on. Air horns to blood clot. Yo, Drizzy. Answer my DMs, nigga. Call me. No. Okay, now I'm just getting silly and stupid. But now I'm looking at these things. I'm like, any rando is just doing this shit. Now I don't even feel that special. I might have to change my shit back tonight, bro. Johnny Menzel. Okay, if Johnny Manziel did it, then I don't feel so bad. All right. We say Drizzy not giving a fuck? Why you say that, bro? He might be watching the stream right now. You never knew. You never know. Tune in at 9 p.m. What's going on at 9 p.m.? Listen, I'm just here fucking around. I'm not even going to lie to you. We have no dates, fam. Niggas don't know when Iceman is on the way, bro. We can hypothesize and sit here and wonder about when is this shit dropping. It's going to drop when it drops, bro. There was something that was getting some traction. Let me see. Let me go over here. Let me go to my history. There was something I was watching earlier that caught my attention about this Drake story or about this Iceman drop. I'll get to see all the trash I watch. Let's see. Is this? No. Oh, it might have been. No, it wasn't his live stream. But I do want to see what What's the Dirt is saying, because What's the Dirt be knowing? He is like the oracle when it comes to this shit. No, he doesn't have like a new video on this. Let's see. Let's go to What's the Dirt's page. Joins new age, hip hop's getting worse. He's got this happy dad stuff here. No update. Oh, the desk got the freaking J. Cole interview. I forgot about that.
On your mind now with the fall off, like out this big three, it's like you've had your relationships with Kendrick and Drake stretch back years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know what it is it's like with you guys now.
I mean, first of all, those is dudes that I admire these dudes. I got genuine love for these dudes. Like, I hate to see the world shit on either one of them in defense of the other. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, that shit is, even saying it out loud is a little silly.
Well, at the end of the day, I'm glad you made the decision that was right for you. I mean, is that still on your mind now with the fall off? Like out this big three, it's like you've had your relationships with Kendrick and Drake stretch back years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You know what? Is this interview out? That's what we need to do, is find this interview. Listen, salute to Drake. You drop when you drop. There was a video, there was some guy that he followed, and I'll end this Drake segment here. There was some guy that he followed that they're like, oh, he said more breakdowns on the way. Who did I find this on? Is it on Hello Yassir's page? He followed these streamers, like these just normie people, and he told them, don't worry, guys. More breakdowns on the way. There we go. Drake DM'd a fan who makes videos where he explains Drake lyrics to his girlfriend. Right? More breakdowns coming, Dylan.
I told her I don't got no cash, and she said she could wait on a rack on some Arabic shit.
Okay, so she can just wait on a rack like $1,000.
Yeah, she can wait on a rack. But she Kuwait, like the country.
Kuwait.
On Iraq.
Oh.
On some Arabic shit.
Ooh.
She could wait on a rack on some Arabic shit.
Oh my.
Wait. She could wait.
Yeah.
Like a wait.
Okay, a wait.
On a rack, like a bench rack.
Oh, on a bench rack.
On some aerobic shit.
Oh my God.
So it's a triple entendre.
Triple entendre.
I told her I don't got no cash, and she said she could wait on a rack on some.
Don't ask me how. Triple entendres, nigga. So yeah, that's happening. He followed them and he told them more breakdowns on the way. There was a video. I wanted to find the last video on this. Dylan something. Dylan, what's his name now? Is it Dylan Wallace? No. Anyway, Anyhow, big salute to Drake. I'm not holding my breath for end of this month. I'm like I said, 4/16 is when I'm predicting that it will drop. But I want to see what's going on with this J. Cole interview here. J. Cole interview. Let's see if they've posted the full interview yet. 4 hours ago, fall off. Ooh, let's go. Let's go.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine?
Yeah. I can't believe gonna give me a big ass copyright. Let's get to the interview.
Invited us into your home.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And I am out my comfort zone, I ain't gonna lie, because I can feel it right now. I'm like, oh man, I'm nervous. So, you know what I mean? Like, strangely enough, but I'm nervous because I'm, you know, like, yo, when the last time I did an interview, you know what I mean? Like,
It's been that long because after all the things you've been through, I'm surprised to hear that sitting down in this space in your childhood home can even make you nervous.
Cam. Yo, Cam. Yo, Cam. You see this? What does that look like? What is that? An interview? Is that an interview? Am I pointing in the right direction? The fuck. There's an interview over here, brother. Wherever I'm pointing, there's an interview over here. Cam, get on the horn. Be like, all right, so you're doing interviews now, right? Before we go to court, just pull up, bro. Get on what it is, and you know, fulfill your side of the obligation.
yeah, I guess. I think it just literally has to do with the fact that, like, yo, this is not my norm. Of course, this house, if I was just here in this house, I actually came, the last time I was here was, we did something like this. There's a trailer we shot that was set up similar to this. But, you know, months after that, we were making like a big decision on the album. And I had like a big decision to make. And I was like, you know, a lot of times I get in a space where it's like, yo, I need like clarity. I'm like overwhelmed and like I got like, you know, the weight of the album is on me and all of these decisions that got to be made. And at that time, I think it was like track list in order. Because as we've been making this album throughout the years, we've had a running, living, breathing like track list that like some things stay, some things fall by the wayside. New songs come in, old songs go out. Sometimes old.
Oh my God, I don't care. Is there any timestamps? Big salute to Randy over here. They put any timestamps in here? This is brand new, so they might have not put any stamps yet. How many? What's the views, Crow? 70,000 views in the last few hours, eh?
As I'm looking back on the camera, I'm like, or at the footage, I'm like, yo, I can't believe this album actually came out. Because there was
Notorious self-admitted song hoarder, right? You'll try to keep songs for projects, but I know there was some like Middle Child, maybe False Prophets out, or it was just at least recorded.
Yeah, it's
Positive
sure.
note, some closure.
How I feel, like that side does exist now. Like,
and he sets up like, yo, why is this guy making songs about you or whatever?
Okay, here we go. Let's find some beats.
Action and activity, and it's like the love is different. But there was a point where I started coming back home and it felt different to me. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't, you know, of course it's all internal or whatever, but it just wasn't feeling the same. I wasn't having the same, it was heavy when I was coming back home. It was like a burden, whether imaginary or real, it was like a burden that I felt, and a heaviness and almost a darkness. And like, whether it's in the form of like bad news, violence, it also was a time when the shit was getting really, really bad. You know what I mean? Like everything you hear is like, yo, this shit is worse now. It's dangerous now. And it was like, you know, very sad stories coming out of the city. On top of that, there would be like, you know, at the time, this was important to me, but it was like, you would hear such and such said such and such about you. Yo, you ain't hear, why is, you know what I mean? Like these situations of people around the city that has something to say about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, at that time, it felt like, man, fuck. Like,
until we get the energy on Poor Thing. It's, yeah, the sequencing on that is, okay, so let me gather my thoughts here. It's so interesting. Like you said, it's this like hyper-focused time because on Safety, there's the setup, right? There's that friend writing you.
Okay, I don't want to hear about all the album stuff. Like, salute to your album and stuff, brother, but like, I want to hear about the beef.
It's cool. Like, let him. Even if he's saying something about you that's untrue, like, let him. Even if he's saying something about you that's true, let him. You know what I mean? What, like, there's a adult in the room that comes and says, like, yo, your initial instinct is not worth it. You know what I mean? Because your initial instinct could lead to a movie that you've seen so many times.
Right.
You know what I mean? And on top of that, just on a spiritual level, it's like, yo, what's that gonna do? Like, so I'm ramping it up on that verse to just give you insight. Yeah, you never really got that from me, but it's like, just to give you insight into like, yo, that's how it feels. And I know people feel that and can relate to that. Cause it's like, yo, that's, you know, for better or for worse, that's a knee-jerk reaction to disrespect. You know what I mean? It's like it's a defensiveness.
Unwarranted disrespect. You know, I think you pointed out, like, look, when I was broke and struggling and trying to piece it together, like I was on my own figuring that out, you know? So for you to then come at me now when I'm doing like something good for myself, it's understandable.
Yeah. And it's even as you say that, I'm like, so many instances pop in my mind, you know, from back then and even up until recently, where it's like, bro, like, you know what I mean? But the version of me now, the older me actually.
How are you like friggin' a multimillionaire and you can't get the LASIK surgery to get rid of the unibrow?
I had a rule when I was working on that album, which is like, yo, you can't go on social media, enjoy it instantly. So like I knew that phrase for that.
Working in it, right? It's, you drop the fall off, what is it, 24 tracks, an hour and 40 minutes. And by Monday, I should have some thoughts on the album. And I'm like, damn, this is stressful. Like, we've been waiting a long time for this album. It's a lot of music. Like, I need time to digest it. But this system is entrenched. It's like, how do you even separate yourself from it? You know, which is why I've been amazed.
So if I'm in a good place, you know, I feel like, honestly, I don't even really need opinions or help. There are times when I'm making too much.
I'm trying to find a specific spot where she's asked about Drake.
To like really try it, but I have not gotten there. But I'm glad you have clarity, because it feels like, especially with the fall off, you make decisions for you and maybe just for OG Cole fans, because dropping an album in 2026 with 24 songs, an hour and 40 minutes,
it's crazy.
Very few people would be brave enough to do that. Like, I think when you recorded Forest Hills Drive, there was a version that was
this bare album glazing. Hold on. Let's go for it a bit. You're saving the good questions to the end.
I've ever had in hip hop, like just the fallout, all the conversation around it. And I always wondered, what?
Okay, here it is.
This happens. It was like,
so you wanted that space to be able to like really zero in on the story.
The more I started to work, this is after Kendrick Drake, Dreamville Fest.
Okay, here we go. The meat and potatoes.
You know, I was just like, oh shit, I have all the, I was the opposite.
To like really try it, but I have not gotten there. But I'm glad you have clarity, because it feels like,
I'm gonna let it run from here.
Off, you make decisions for you and maybe just for OG Cole fans, because dropping an album in 2026 with 24 songs, an hour and 40 minutes, very few people would be brave enough to do that. Like, I think when you recorded Forest Hills Drive, there was a version that was a double disc. You played it and you're like, this is too long. So once it got to the fall off, you were just like, nah, I'm going to go for it.
No, it actually happened the reverse. Like, it happened like, you know, like you said, Forest Hills Drive was like a double disc at one point. And then you know, towards the end, I'm like, oh, I'm bugging. Like, this shit is way too long. You know what I mean? And then we cut it down. On this one, at a certain point, you know, I was just like, oh shit, I have all the, I was the opposite. I was cutting too many songs that I've loved and felt passionate about. I'm like, yo, nah, this shit don't make sense. Like, that's the fall off too, though. Like, that reaches the bar. Like, that's got to be there. And eventually I was just like, yo, I think there's two stories being told, and I think this is a double disc project. And I see it, because I think you asked earlier, like, when that concept for disc 29, when this was a 15-song album, the concept was always in line with disc 29's concept, which was like, yo, it was a trip back home at the height of fame, and I'm dealing with X, Y, and Z. But it was not as microscopic, super hyper focused. It was more interpretive, like how Forest Hills.
Sorry, there's a part of me that doesn't give a fuck about him. Like, oh, yo, you went back to Fayetteville, and like, That story doesn't move me. And listen, to all the J. Cole fans, which I am one of them, if that story moves you, cool. It just doesn't move me, fam.
Respond to that, and you see me sending a text to the girl that like I've been knowing for a while, and like every time I come,
it's just like snooze fest shit.
I've ever had in hip hop, like just the fallout, all the conversation around it, and I always wondered what was.
Okay, here's the.
I basically had to like just gather myself. First of all, had to like recover. That shit was like, that shit was a big whirlwind of emotions at that time. Drake, Dreamville Fest, that out, this big climax moment or whatever. So the original non-double disc version was the same story, but a much more interpretive version. It wasn't like, oh, then this happens, then this happens, then this happens. It was like,
so you wanted that space to be able to like really zero in on the story.
The more I started to work, this is after Kendrick Drake, Dreamville Fest, I basically had to like just gather myself. First of all, had to like recover. That shit was like, that shit was a big whirlwind of emotions at that time.
Did you have to like meditate, like how you moved through that space? Because that was one of the loudest experiences I've ever had in hip hop. Like just the fallout, all the conversation around it. And I always wondered what was going through your mind.
My part in it specifically. Or you mean the overall thing?
Yeah,
okay.
you just watching, like, because you had come off, you had this dope feature run, you clearly had Might Delete Later already ready to go.
Yes.
We were building up to the fall off. Cole fans were like, you can't tell us nothing right now, we're outside. And then, so you're on the stage at Dreamville Fest, and I always wondered what was going through your mind in the 5 seconds before you made the apology, the 5 minutes, the 5 hours before. Was it something that you had really thought of and planned?
No.
Or did you get on the stage and felt like, I need to do this?
No, it hit me an hour before.
Okay.
Wow.
But before that, I was stressing the fuck out but in the moment that the idea came to me, like via God, it's like, oh man, I lifted and I got light and I got excited. I got so excited because, to tell you the 2 or 3 days before that, it was like, oh my, nah, this is terrible, because I felt like I misrepresented myself. You know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden I'm giving life to division and to negative storylines or negative perceptions on somebody that I fuck with and got love for. You know what I mean? Somebody that I like care about. And it's like, oh shit. In my mind, of course, I mean, I could take you back to, we know why that happened in the first place, but just to answer your question, that shit had me feeling terrible, because I'm like, oh my God, like this shit is nasty. This shit don't feel right. And
oh my God, brother, it's just a rap battle. Niggas is just shooting words at each other. Nobody's gonna freaking get hurt, bro. This nigga, like, I like J. Cole, bro, but like, and he seems like such a nice guy, but like nice guy to the point of like, you might be pussy, bro. I just went through a whole rant about being pussy, but like, nigga, if this nigga's just sending some words at you, he said, you're not the big three. You responded to him. You said that his catalog was mid, the man said. He said his shit was mad. Right? So you were ready for smoke. And then it's like, I didn't feel good in my soul. But you didn't feel bad about leaving Drake out to dry. It's just sickening behavior, brother.
And of course, leading up to it, when I was doing it, it made sense. I had actually, I can't really say it made sense, but in a moment where I wasn't clear, like we were just talking about, I chose to do something that didn't align. It's like putting on the fucking outfit, the Versace sweater or whatever. In a moment where I wasn't clear, I chose to go this way for reasons that I could tell you about. But all you need to know right now is like, yo, I felt miserable about it. Like literally. Like
no. Tell us the reason.
My
tell us
whole
now.
demeanor, my whole shit, my wife could tell. And so I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go on the stage and like come out here and pretend, almost like people think that I'm representing that Mike Delete Later had just dropped. It's the biggest news. Not saying Mike Delete Later is, but just the drama of all of this is the biggest news happening. And I'm coming out as a representative of what the fuck they just heard. It's like, nah. So an hour before, it was like, aha. Like, yo, in a very loud manner, you know, on a very public forum on your album, you said some shit you didn't believe in. Now you got the opportunity to go on the a bigger forum, you know what I mean? A bigger stage is being live stream and say something that you believe in. And in that moment, I'm like, thank you, God. Like, told my wife, she don't.
Oh my God. I don't mean to keep on stopping the shit here, man. But brother, this is why Maul gets so pissed off. When Maul's always like, J. Cole could never say, oh, he's taking niggas' heads off. He's the unibomber. I don't know, bro. You're not none of that, fam. Because to you, competition makes your stomach sick. It makes you lose sleep. I know Kendrick's your friend, but brother, you're losing sleep over getting in the booth? Holy shit. You would have thought you smacked one of Kendrick's kids. It's not that serious, brother. I know it got serious because, you know, you got lawsuits and niggas being called PDF files and other niggas being called woman beaters. It got nasty. But, bruh, it could have just been some cool hip-hop shit. You said the song that you sent was nowhere close to where the shit went to. And you were losing sleep over saying that Kendrick's catalog wasn't the best? You're a pussy, bro. I'm sorry, fam. That's wild pussy, my nigga.
The only one I told. I ain't tell nobody else. I was like, yo, this one I'm about to go do. She start crying because she know how I feel about him.
Crying?
You know what I mean? Like, she knows. And she saw how it was weighing on me.
Yo, your chick started crying? Yo, bro, what kind of mesquite household is this, fam? Oh my God, you discredit. Oh my God, why did you do that, Cole? Oh my God. Like, what do you got? Yo, bare soy milk in the fridge, fam.
The 2-3 days before that, she could see in my whole energy, and she would even ask me, and I'm just like, yeah, I got a lot going on right now. Like, so when I go and do it, I felt even better than I felt knowing I was gonna do it. I felt like, if you'd have seen me that night, man, mind you, the demeanor of everybody around me.
I was just gonna say,
like, damn, nigga, like my man Barry from since the 80s, you know, he Earth Gang, signed Earth Gang, and yeah.
He'll always keep it real with you.
100%, that's my nigga. Like, but he just sitting there like, he like, you a good dude, man. But he's almost disgusted about it. Like, he's almost hurt about it. And if you would have saw me, I'm just like, bro, like, I feel amazing because now the world knows how I really actually feel.
Yo, but this is what is mind-blowing to me, right? The reaction that everybody had, and we'll talk more like later, especially.
You see, niggas is afraid to tell Cole to his face that he's pussy. Behind closed doors, and maybe Nadeska, because Nadeska's a nice lady, all right? So she seems like a very nice lady. So I can't see Nadeska behind closed doors saying, this nigga pussy. Can't believe this nigga really said, oh, my wife, and when I cried, we cried together over Kendrick. Yo. Fam, I could see why this nigga doesn't do a lot of interviews, bro. You might need to step away from podcasts, Mike's Cole, because you're making this shit worse, bro. If Drake was pissed at you before, he's gonna watch this interview and said, what? Man, them are crying over this shit? What? Nigga, he called me a PDF file. He used like the A minor shit, nigga. Like, he said, Baka got a weird case, bro. You and wifey are crying, bro? Like, I'm bleeding, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Oh, my God.
Now, a couple years removed, people are still excited for the fall off. It's like shocking that that happened, the place where we're at now. But I'm amazed that you felt so good after doing that.
Man, I felt
You
amazing.
looked around and you're like, I don't care how upset y'all are.
Fuck, I was so light and like, and because I knew at the end of the day, he heard me, and the world heard me. You know what I mean? It's like, yo,
I'm not gonna lie. It does feel good being pussy. See what I feels like there? I'm glad I told that story. Because I felt good not killing that guy. Right? He's like, yo, I felt good, man. Yo, I took the most pussiest move. Slept like a baby. Yo, the man was stressed out before. Yo, I'm going to have to go fight. Oh, man, I'm nervous. Oh, shit. I'm going to have to go write more bars. I'm going to have to say hurty words. Oh, no. Oh, my God, I'm stressed. My wife, yo, they're crying. As soon as he was just like, yo, I don't want to fight no more. I'm pussy. This guy went to bed. Slept like a bear. It feels good being pussy. Oh, I want to load off of my back, man. I don't got to go to war. I'm pussy. I admit it, I'm pussy. What's for dinner? Where we going after the concert? This nigga felt good, bro. Oh, man. It's like niggas don't got to punch me in the face. I avoided that. Whew. Whew.
If I never say another word on this again, like, y'all see where I stand. And it's like, yo, I made in my mind, I made a wrong or right in the best way that I could. Yo, you did wrong. You were in the wrong. I put myself in the wrong. Now, mind you, in my mind, I had like justifications and how I thought it would go and boom, boom, boom. But in reality, when it actually played out, I was like, oh God, that was fucking stupid. And now, how do you make a wrong or right? And it just came to me like an hour before.
I gotta give you props for that. You're a brave person. It's like you said, yo, hip hop is
Legeska, he ain't gonna hit. He ain't gonna let you hit, or he ain't gonna let you give him some dome. So just relax.
I love this culture, but it is scary. You know what I mean? The way people will come for you, like personally attack you for things, and the things people said after that were you really just hanging out at a beach minding your business after this?
No. But it was funny because I was actually at a beach just for like a couple days. I went to this little beach spot. And so, but mind you, I didn't know that the I guess a meme or whatever was going around saying that. So people showing me like, bro, this is crazy. Like, you're actually at a beach. But it wasn't, but mind you, to let you know though, because it kind of goes with what we were saying earlier, but I didn't finish my thought, where it's like, I did what I did and I felt light, free, like I had did the right thing for me. You know what I mean? I had made a wrong right. However, like, you know, the world, they don't give a...
Sorry, I don't mean to stop the video. He's like, the big bad Kendrick won't say some bad words to me now, man. Whew. I was scared of that Kendrick nigga, bro. Drake, not so much. But Kendrick, I heard about him. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, I don't give a shit what Drake cares, how Drake feels about this shit. What you gonna do, rap against me, nigga? I'll body you, nigga. I'll put you into the ground. That's Drake. Listen, if you see this, bro, that's how mans are thinking about you, bro. Okay? Let me make my screen bigger. Nigga, that's how mans feel about you, bro. Fuck what Drake thinks. What's he gonna do? Rap against me? I'll kill him. Nigga ain't got no pen compared to me. The hell? Who you gonna call his 10 ghostwriters? I'll kill them niggas. I'll kill all 10 of his ghostwriters. Oh, but Kendrick, I can't sleep. I can't eat. Wifey, hug me. Kendrick, I'm scared of him. I heard about him. He be doing burpees and push-ups. Oh, the big bad boogeyman. You know what? Let me take back that diss track. This is why I'm glad you didn't diss anybody else, fam. You don't have the right to diss any of them niggas. You took back the Kendrick diss. I don't want to hear you dissing Drake for sure. Never, ever, ever, okay? I don't give a fuck if Drake fucks your wife. You're not allowed to diss him. Okay? You're not allowed to diss Lil Pump no more, bro. I'm sorry, fam. That's done. That's dead. You can't diss Lil Pump no more, fam. It's over. Right? Who else did he diss? Did he diss Kanye? Right? Did he make that song? Oh, I'm so disappointed in you, Kanye. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck that. Take that song, delete that one too. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to hear none of that shit, bro. You are not the what is it? Unibomber, bro. False prophet. Thank you. None of that shit applies no more, fam. Because if you're scared of Kendrick, then be scared of everybody, bro. Because you're acting like Kendrick is the craziest rapper in the world. Oh, how dare I diss him? Now I can't sleep at night. But everybody else is pussy, right? All right, bro.
Well, fuck about that. And they fucking me up, like, in terms of, like, you know, they fucking me up, basically, like my name, reputation, boom, boom. And so that was, although, like, you know, the lightness that I felt made it easier to deal with. Over time, I don't know how long that shit lasted. It felt like a very long time, but it was like over time I had to process that shit, and I had to get right, because, you know, of course at the time it felt like the right move, and it always felt like the right move. But there were times where the thoughts of like, damn, nigga, you're fucking done right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the world is saying. It's over. You know what I mean? Like that shit, not that it like, it wasn't dominant, but it was in my mind. And it was like, it brought up emotions and fears that I had to like sit with and fight. And so a part of my reaction to that was, oh man, I'm leaving out a critical part of the story. Cause
But you got some of your thoughts out on Port Antonio. That was later that year?
yes, but I'm leaving out a critical part of the story for you in a sense that like you said, I had Mike Delete Later, and I had the Fall Off ready to go.
Yeah.
And the plan was dropping Mike Delete Later. That shit was Mike Delete Later was always dropping at the spot that it dropped. That was the date it was going to drop, right before Dreamville Fest. Of course, that song 7 Minutes it wasn't on it. It was the whole album minus that song. And then I had the Fall Off coming like 8 weeks later, mind you. So it was like, you know,
Wow.
I had the Fall Off coming probably like 2 months after that, right? Here's the asterisk next to I had the Fall Off coming. I was finishing the album. I was on tour with Drake. And if you would have heard me talk about the Fall Off probably for the 4 or 5 months prior to almost releasing the album, what you would have heard is me and E both. This is my man. You would have heard us talk about the Fall Off like this. Man, let's get this shit the fuck out and be done with this shit. Like, come on, bro. We have been working on it for 8 years at that point.
Damn.
So we were exhausted and the music was fire, but we were damn near over it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yo, this shit is taking a long time. It's like, let's put this shit out. And I genuinely thought that I was like done. Like how I feel now, like hella inspired. Like I was not at that point. I was like exhausted. I had gave everything in my mind. You know what I mean? From the feature run to the off season, to Mike Delete Later, to everything that I had done.
Oh my God, that was an amazing time. Just sorry to interrupt, to just be a J. Cole fan. Like you have to know, like, sorry, continue.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, I had the same amount of fun. You know what I mean? Like I enjoyed it that much too. But they hit a stretch.
This bitch. Sorry, Nadeska. I fuck with you. I didn't mean to call you bitch. This chick was like, hold on, let me glaze you for a second. Oh, you know what? Let me shut the hell up. I'm glazing. You continue. Like you didn't even have a question. You're just like, hold on, give me a second. I just need to glaze. Like, God damn, bro. Drake be watching these interviews like, I hope y'all treat me the same way if I ever give y'all the opportunity to sit down with me. Because like, even the look on her face, just like, oh my God, I love you so much, Cole. It's not, listen, I know that this is a dope opportunity for her. Obviously, the opportunity has probably got her like glowing, but she's one of them J. Cole fans, like, oh, Cole can't do no wrong. So it's like, this is like, oh my God, now I get to hear my favorite rapper just talk and I'll just agree with everything he says.
Right before we were going to put the album out, where I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And I talked about the album negatively. Like, no lie. If you would have heard us, like, you see me on stage with Drake, I think I used to do this part in the show where I'd be like, yeah, I've been working on this album. It's almost done. But I'm like, I've been working on this album so fucking long. You can hear the pain damn near in my voice. But I really genuinely was over it. And I thought I was truly done because I couldn't write shit. It was like 3-month stretch where it's like, I couldn't write a verse, nothing worthwhile. And I had prayed and I was like, God, let me know when it's time. I had did that many times. Like, yo, let me know when it's time. Like, when it's really time for this album to come out and it's really time for me to be done, let me know.
Okay,
And I
so
thought
you
he
say
was
all that
showing
to
me that it was
say-
time because I was over it. I couldn't write shit. I thought like, yo, I guess I've said everything that I have to say. And here it is, the fall off, and here go Mike delete later, and I'm done. So mind you, what happens, happens. The world is fucking me up. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, they shitting on you right now. Like everything you've built, you know what I mean? Like everything you think you've built is like, yo, they just fucking you up. You catching these hands from the world, basically. and how do you feel about that?
Hold on, let me address this comment because I see you, brother. I've seen this comment a few times, but let me address it here because we covered this. Moody, salute to you, Moody. We covered the K2 story. If you're talking about the Snapchat messages, we already covered that. You know what I'm saying? We definitely dissected. We did our due diligence on that story right there.
I mean, like, I'm in a good place, so it's like it's not fucking with me too much, but damn. I mean, I am hearing it. Mind you, not because I'm seeing it. I could tell because at this point I had to even get off my YouTube. Because every other motherfucking video, I just want to watch random documentaries but every other video that I see is like some shit like about me damn near. So I had to get off that. But I knew it was getting bad because people were calling to check on me and texting me to check on me. Like, hey, you good, bro? Like,
I would have done the same thing if I could have. Yeah, we were worried.
So mind you, I am good.
Yeah.
But
we'll circle back to if there's some new ones, I'll circle back after the story.
I'm thinking in my mind, like, oh, they must be tearing me the fuck up because people are checking on me like, you know, as if they think I'm in a bad place. You know what I mean?
Check.
So I'm asking myself, yo, how do you feel about this? They fucking you up. How do you feel about that? I mean, obviously it don't feel good, but you know, can you control any of that? What's happening right now? Nah, I can't control none of that. No. Did you ever come down here to this fucking beat machine right here, make a beat, write a song so that people that you never met in your life, or even if you met them in your life, would say great things about you at all times? Is that why you actually came down here and did that?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you know, I'm talking to myself. It's like, nah, that's not why I did this. Okay. Why did you start doing this shit in the first place? Why did you walk down those steps right there? Thank God my parents let me like play this shit loud. I used to have these speakers loud as fuck. Make a beat on this beat machine. Why did you do that? And why did you sit here and write your first songs and your first raps? Me and my man said used to sit right in this room and write on Friday nights. We just come down here and just write. Why did you do that? I did it because I loved it. Like I genuinely like fell in love with doing it. I was so excited about it. Boom, boom. Aha. Next question. This is a conversation I'm having with myself. Maybe in a meditation, maybe after a meditation or whatever. The next question is, aha, you did that because you loved it. Do you currently love this shit right now? Do you currently love it right now? Mind you, that world is fucking me up. You know what I mean? I may be on that beach on that day, but I'm not on that beach like, oh, I'm on that beach soul searching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, why did you ever do this shit in the first place? Oh, because you loved it. Do you love it right now? And I had to like sit there for a second and go like, oh shit. Oh my God. Like, no. Like, I mean,
let's stop this for a second. Holy shit, bro. How you make an interview boring too, bro? Because I see in the comments over here, Danny Gable says this J. Cole album is boring as hell. This interview is boring as hell. Holy shit, bro. Get to the fucking point, my nigga. Like, user says fast forward. Like, fam, I can't fast forward because he started making a point in the beginning like 5 minutes ago, and I'm waiting for him to wrap up the actual point. And he's like, you know, because I felt like the way I felt when I was making the album, and then, you know, the shit started happening, and I'm waiting for him to say, so I say all of this to say, bada boom. And I'm still here waiting, fam. I'm like, brother, get to the point. Holy shit, man. This is why niggas be clowning you, bro. Just word salad.
Yeah, I love it, but it's like, yeah, you love it, you say, but what are you doing that actively shows any love for this thing that you fell in love with? You don't listen to this shit no more. You don't even fucking want to do this shit no more. Like, you talking about this album you've been working on for 8 years. Listen to how you talking about your own album. Man, let's get this shit the fuck out, man, and just be done, man, and just go right off into the sunset, bro, and just, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you want to put out your last album? Like, I say all that to say, like,
oh,
that I didn't mention. I should have.
Oh my God. He found it. He found it. Gang. I should have put a timer on this, like 10 minutes later. I say all of this to say.
Led with this. But when that shit happened, and I did what I did on the Dreamville stage, and the world was fucking me up, it was the biggest blessing I could have received. No bullshit, because it led me to this conversation with myself right here, where I was like, oh shit. Like, nigga, that's how you want to go out? Like, you want to drop the fall off. You've been working on this bitch 8 years. You want to go out feeling like, oh man, just get this shit out and just ride off. Like, that's how, I don't give a fuck how fire the album is. That's how you want to feel about it? You want to feel tapped out and you can't write another verse? And I was like, fuck no, I don't want to feel like that. But like, well, how do you want to feel? Well, shit. When I put out the fall off, I want to feel fucking inspired. Like, I can go do 3 more albums. Like, I hate how I feel right now. Like, this shit whack. Like, I don't want to be like talking about the album like this or like feeling like I ain't got shit to say. All right, then. So
how do we get back to talking about the fall off, nigga? We were talking about the Drake and Kendrick and how you felt after the Dreamville Fest. Where are we going, fam? Get us back on track. Come on. Yo, Jermaine, please, brother, get us back on track, fam.
Oh, can you control that? Oh, yeah, I can control that. Oh, you've been here many times before, right? Yeah, I have been in a space many times where I've had to like light my flame back and fall back in love with this shit. All right, so you know what to do. Yeah, I do know what to do. But this time you got to do it a little different. Like, don't do exactly what you did before. So that conversation was such a realization for me, and it set me on a mission of like falling back in love with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so too, I know I'm answering like 4 questions ago because I was
I'm with you.
taking a roundabout way to get here.
Yes.
But the reason why it became a double album is because I fell back in love with this shit and my pen got on fire. Like over the course of the next few months, it's like I just became obsessed with this shit. I felt like I was 16 years old. And really what it came down to was spending time with this thing that I love, listening to this thing that I love, listening to artists. I would do this back in the days. Like, if I get in a little funk, of course you're gonna go play Reasonable Doubt, nigga, of course. Like, you done been there mad time.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna go play Incriminating, of course. You're gonna play Illmatic. You're gonna boom, boom. Yeah, nigga, we know.
Okay, all right. You're starting to do the old man thing. And I'm old. I'm like mad older than this nigga, but you're starting to do the old man thing where you're being super long-winded. You're getting from here to here to here to here. And it's like, no, you better sit there and listen there, young'un. You're going to get the jewels if you're going to miss the jewels if you don't listen, if you ain't listening close enough. Well, so what was I saying now? What was I saying? So we used to have to walk about 30 kilometers, miles to get to school with water on our back. Like, nigga, shut up.
Man, I was listening to shit shit that I overlooked in that experience. It's like, oh shit, I should know this by now because I've been doing it so long. But I realized like, yo, I'm lethal and at my best when I have solitude. When I can wake up, I go to sleep making a beat, flipping a sample, chop.
Right, I don't care. I'm sorry, man. I can't do it. I tried. Okay. I think we got what semblance of an answer to the Drake Kendrick question from what I've interpreted off of this long-winded rigmarole meandering rant is that he was very upset at the fact that he dissed Kendrick. Like he said, he was losing sleep. Him and his wife cried together. They hugged. They prayed about it. And who gives a fuck how Drake feels? That's my interpretation of this. All right. Maybe I'm biased and I'm okay with that. But I'm interpreting it like I was afraid of the big bad boogeyman. He was going to end my career if he actually goes into the booth and replies to this garbage that I put on, might delete later. But the other light-skinned youth, if his feelings get hurt in the process, who cares? He ain't going to do shit to me. because I'll put him in the ground if he tries to freaking diss me on with these bars. That's my interpretation, okay? Y'all might interpret it different. It's art. It's up to your own interpretation. Put it that way. Anyhow, let's go find this K2 stuff because man's telling me, yo, I can't believe this. We're spending so much time on a rapper who don't even, like, I just heard of him now, bro. This is the fastest come up in the friggin' Toronto rap history. Niggas don't give a shit about you while you're over there in Edmonton under reserve doing nothing. You catch 2 bodies, and now we're looking at updates. We're looking for updates on you. What a life. Let me see. Let me get this shit working over here. Yo, they're doing bare stories on this nigga on the news. Isaiah Badger. Hold on. Let me find this person because they're doing bare stories right now. Isaiah Badger. Every time I look up, I see it. They keep on running the news story over and over again. 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. They just haven't put it up on the on their YouTube page yet. But I did see something on these Reddit streets. If this is what you're showing me, and Moody, if you have something, let me know where it is. If it's up on Reddit, then forward. Let's go to Torontology. Let's go to Torontology. This is what I saw. Same man sent K2 on a mission up to cartel's hits. Shaking my head. So this is from January 2025. On orders from defendant Wedding and Clark, defendant Zootin traveled to Medellin and Mecca to locate victim A. Zootin was in Mecca. Decline. Man did his homework in Medina. What does this have to do with anything? Homie, Moody. Nah, I got a cousin who knew Isaiah from Edmonton. So what? Do you have something behind the scenes that you want to send me a DM of? And I'll look it up. Because I'm going to move on to my next story, man. I ain't spending super long on the K2 you. You know what I'm saying? Look what they did to me over on the Reddits. Grown man, by the way. Yep. 50 years old. Having fun. Posted by police. Your name's police, bro. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so let's move on to, let me see what I got on my docket over here. Let's see what I got on the docket. We did the Iceman thing. Oh, let me put y'all on to some game. All right. I don't know if this applies in the same ways over here in Toronto or in Canada, but when you take a direct flight to somewhere,
the numbers don't.
You pay one price. Okay. This definitely applies when we're going international. Okay. If you're taking a direct flight from one place to another, you're going to pay one price to go directly there because you get to circumvent all of the layovers, having to run back and forth through the airport with your bags to get onto the next flight. You get to alleviate all that stress because you're paying for a direct flight. However, if you pay for a connecting flight, you're going to be able to save several hundreds of dollars. Now, what people are found out because of that, and this is more like for people in America too, when they're flying domestically, and I'm sure this applies to people in Canada, when you're flying domestically, you might be able to get through a loophole with something called, and let me just make sure I can pull up the name here. It's called skip lagged. Okay. So basically you get to go to your connecting flight place, but that's actually your destination. All right. and then you just get out of the airport and you don't have to pay for, you've saved several amounts of money, but you don't have to go to your connecting flight because you kind of just circumvented that process. Okay. Technically, it's not illegal, but airports get super cheesed if you do that. Okay. So let me show you guys a video that I found over here talking about this. And this is from the infographic show. I thought this channel was an AI channel, like AI commentary, but it's actually a real person who does this. So yeah, the booking site airlines don't want you to use.
The numbers don't add up. How can a direct domestic flight between two cities cost $400, but when it's split into two flights, the price suddenly becomes $150 cheaper? It's a trick airlines have been pulling for years, but one man figured it out. Now the airlines are going scorched earth, and you are in their crosshairs. How does this loophole work? Why are airlines losing sleep over it? And is this just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to corporate pricing games? I'm Josh, and on today's episode of the Infographic Show, we're exposing the truth about the booking site airlines don't want you to use. Akhtar Zaman uncovered a flaw in airline pricing, one that could save you hundreds, and it all comes down to one thing: hidden city ticketing, throwaway ticketing, skip lagging. Different names for an incredibly simple loophole buried deep inside airline pricing logic. A direct flight from one airport to another can cost far more than a flight with a connection, sometimes by hundreds of dollars. So if you want to save money, all you have to do is book a flight with a layover in the airport you actually want to end up in, and then simply skip the second leg of the journey. You've arrived at your destination at a way lower price than if you booked a direct flight. But why would a direct flight cost more than one with a longer connection flight? Because the system isn't built for logic, it's built for leverage. Airlines know one thing about you: you hate inconvenience. Connections mean missed gates, delays stacking on delays, sprinting across terminals. So when the demand for nonstop flights spikes, airlines quietly raise the price and people pay. The second is a little something called the hub and spoke model. Instead of flying people directly between smaller cities, airlines route everyone through mega hubs they dominate. That lets them control traffic. Akhtar Zaman found the cheat code to screw those airlines back. Now they want to destroy him for it. Zaman's innovation was skiplagged.com. He's not a thief, a rogue, or a hacker. He's just a man who identified a loophole in the algorithm that was exploiting customers.
So it's not illegal, it's just a loophole.
Collated the publicly available info about flight fares in a place where everyone could see it. Any of us with enough time and effort could do what Zaman did. He was just savvy enough to do it for us when he started the website in 2013. Skiplagged searches for flights where the layover is cheaper than the destination. It highlights the glitch the airlines hoped that no one would notice. You book the ticket, you get off at the layover, and you skip the last leg. You've cheated the system. Of course, there are always risks to using a technique like skiplagging, but we'll get to that in a minute. If you're thinking of...
Let me ask you guys a quick question, and I'll put this over here. Let me just switch my screen quickly, because I want to ask you if you've ever tried this. Okay, the technique is called skip lagging. Have you ever tried skip lagging? All right, let me know. Let's get back to it. Where the hell is the video? I have mad windows open. Okay, here we go.
Of using the hidden city exploit like a pro, there are two risks you need to keep in mind. First, your flight might get rerouted to a different layover airport. Second, you can only skip the last leg of the trip. If you try to use the hidden city trick by missing the first segment and plan to catch the second, you have wasted your money. Airlines automatically cancel the rest of your itinerary if you don't show up for the first flight. So, to successfully skip leg, your real destination has to be the layover, the last ticketed stop. On paper, it's legal. In practice, airlines treat it like a crime. In Zaman's own words, all he's really doing is exposing pricing inefficiencies. Air travel expert Scott Keyes thinks it's absurd that airlines have such a problem with people taking advantage of the loophole, saying you can throw away half of your pizza or walk out of the theater midway through the film. Why then should we be required to take every leg of a flight itinerary? When you
Good point.
Put it like that, it feels kind of absurdly unreasonable to disagree. But when has a huge corporation ever avoided the chance to be absurdly unreasonable before? This is when the lawsuits started. In 2014, United Airlines and Orbitz hit it with a major lawsuit. They were seeking $75,000 in damages for lost revenue. In case you were wondering, in 2014, United made a net income of over $1.13 billion.
Damn.
This was a little more than an attempt to bully and intimidate Skiplegged into shutting down. It backfired spectacularly. Skiplegged was able to settle with Orbitz, a fare aggregator, out of court. United Airlines didn't even get that. The judge.
So these guys got so cheesed, and I'll keep on playing the video in a second. The airlines got so cheesed by this loophole, not something illegal, but this loophole that this man found and was able to create a website out of, that they're like, bro, you're gouging us, or you're stopping us from gouging the people for thousands of dollars on a daily basis, probably hundreds of, maybe millions of dollars on a daily basis through the airports. What are you doing? Now we got to take you to court.
Throughout the whole case, Skiplegged did more than just keep on chugging, it actively got bigger. For United and Orbitz, it might have been the dumbest move they could make. The lawsuits took skiplegged.com from a niche money-saving website to an international story. Donations poured in from people who saw it as a David versus Goliath fight. In all likelihood, more people were using this elite cheat code than ever before. The airlines that had tried to shut it down were seething with rage. And that meant one thing. The legal assassination attempts kept on coming. In 2021, Southwest Airlines tried to enter the ring. It was a swing and a miss. Skiplegged was able to easily settle and keep on running. Again, just like before, it got another boost from the Streisand effect. Even more people discovered the site. And
so we'll fast forward a bit. So yeah, basically they try to keep on suing these guys. One company, American Airlines, did win a lawsuit against them, and I'll play that part now.
Copyright by using some of their logos and branding on the site, ordering them to pay $9.4 million in damages. Though this was little more than a consolation prize, Skiplegged survived and kept on growing. The practice won't stop with one company or any number of frivolous lawsuits. The fact is, airlines are screwing you over with deceptive pricing techniques every time you fly. It was never about airlines versus skiplegged.com. It was always about airlines versus you. Some ultra-budget airlines like Ryanair make you print off your boarding passes at home or hit you with extra fees when you try to check in. Airlines call add-ons like these ancillary revenue. They charge for checked luggage, seat reservations, premium seats, food and drinks, early check-in, and priority boarding.
Oh my God. I'm catching PTSD right now from going to Vancouver the last time I went there. I went on a super cheap flight. I thought I was saving hella money until I got to the airport and they were like, yeah, it's going to cost you an extra $150 to check in this bag. I was like, what the fuck? Basically, I could have just like paid for another type of flight and saved mad money instead of thinking that, oh, I'm gonna get to Vancouver for like $200 and end up spending like $400 before I leave the airport. So you eat that ting, dog.
U.S. airlines are making over $30 billion a year in ancillary revenue alone. That's money that could have been yours. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Fuel surcharges were introduced in 2004, additional costs imposed on the customers to account for rising costs in fuel. But they'll still gouge you even if the fuel charges are going down. You're paying extra for assigned seats, for legroom, for extra overhead storage space for your carry-on. They even pad arrival times. All of this is actually worse for Americans. After COVID-19, a massive 60% single-year surge in travel demand hit airlines that had aggressively cut their fleets, sending prices up by 25%.
Damn.
Even though airlines have reached their pre-COVID flight capacity, they have found ways to keep charging us outrageously high premiums. When looked at on a base fare per mile basis, American flights cost as much as 3 times their European equivalent. If you're wondering why, it's because America doesn't have the same open sky laws as the EU. In the US, a rule says only US-controlled airlines can operate domestic flights. This means less competition in the US. Less competition makes for less choice.
Yo, for all my Americans in the audience over here, they are fucking you guys over, bro. That's crazy. You guys could only fly American flights inside of America because of the way you guys have it locked off in the airspaces and shit, that's crazy.
Choice means higher prices, and higher prices means you pay for a broken system.
They
If
kind
you're
of
learning how
monopolize that.
airlines rig the system, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Don't forget to
They're kind of monopolizing that in a way.
know about. Airlines are giving us every reason to want to find loopholes and save a little money on our overcrowded flights. But that doesn't mean the airlines aren't noticing what we're doing. That leaves them with one option. They are fighting back. While Skip-Legged, with its name recognition, public backing, and funding, survived its David and Goliath battle, airlines haven't stopped looking for new ways to squeeze travelers. Fear and intimidation. If they can't take out the person providing the pro-consumer service, the next best thing is to target individual consumers. They want to make a brutal example of them to scare people off of using the exploit that is technically totally legal. And there is no denying that when you actually look at these tactics, they are pretty terrifying.
Watch what they're gonna do to you if they catch you trying to skip lag.
Picture this scenario. You're a 17-year-old kid traveling alone from Gainesville, Florida, back to your home in North Carolina with American Airlines. You have been on Skip-Legged and you calculated that you could save a lot of money by buying a ticket to JFK Airport in New York City with a layover in Charlotte Douglas Airport. All you need to do was cancel the rest of the trip when you arrived in Charlotte. Then walk out of the airport with the money you've already saved. But that's not what's going to happen. As you approach the check-in desk, the agent asks to see your ID to confirm the tickets. All pretty standard procedure, but then she studies it and she tells you, wait there for a second, because she needs to double-check the filing on your ticket.
Damn.
But before the receptionist can return, two large men walk up behind you and tell you that you need to come with them. They lead you away from the crowded lines at check-in and they take you to a small security room. The whole thing makes you feel like a criminal, even though you haven't committed a crime. But these two guys aren't cops. They work for the airline, and they're questioning you about your travel plans. Of course, you tell them that you're headed to New York City. So they start to ask you where you're staying in New York, who you're meeting there, and what you plan to do. Eventually, you crack under the pressure and you tell them the truth. You're skip-legging to go back home to Charlotte. They already knew that. Having a layover destination that matches the address on your ID is a dead giveaway for plans to skip-leg.
Dude! That's the one thing you need to do. You need to make sure that if you're skip lagging and you're trying to go back home, okay, there's one thing if you're trying to go to like another place, but if you're trying to go back home, you need to make sure that the address of the place that you live doesn't match the layover spot that you're going to, because then you're cooked.
Your flight is canceled, you lose $150, and you're forced to buy a new direct flight to North Carolina at full price, losing an additional $400. This isn't us writing scary airport fan fiction. This really happened. In 2017, 17-year-old Logan Parsons was stranded at the airport in Gainesville and harassed by American Airlines employees for trying to save a little money on a domestic flight.
Damn.
He was slapped with a 3-year ban from the airline for something he had been doing for years without any problems. There was no threat of Logan's activities ever sending American Airlines under. But Logan Parsons is one of the luckier ones. Alaska cancels tickets and miles. Delta voids return flights. Qatar demands the fare difference plus fees. Lufthansa dragged a passenger to court for thousands.
Damn.
That's just the start. Even your luggage can be weaponized. Airlines can separate you and your baggage. If you're planning on skip-legging, you need to only pack cabin luggage. If you've got luggage in the hold, that's not going to show up until the second leg of your journey. United Airlines have also developed a vendetta against skip-legging. They have been actively training employees to spot the signs. So if you're flying United after using skip-legged to save money, everyone at the gate will be watching like hawks. And if they
Holy shit, bro. Even with the music, they're making it sound like, yo, I'm trying to save some money. We're going to do something terrible to you, bro.
do, the consequences are steep. They accused one passenger of skip-legging 38 times and saw this as just a cause to charge that passenger thousands of dollars for the difference. But that seems downright reasonable compared to the utterly brutal track record of American Airlines. You're about to see why we said Logan Parsons got off lucky. In 2020, American Airlines accused a passenger of skip-legging 52 times, landing them a $2,500 fine. But it gets worse, much, much worse. That same year, American Airlines sent a threatening email to another one of their passengers saying that they were being booted from AAdvantage. the company's frequent flyer program. The passenger allegedly skip-legged on 95 flights and would be losing 50,000 loyalty points as a result. If the customer wanted to get them back, they would need to pay the airline an eye-watering $10,000. Think about this for a second. If they're willing to do that to a customer loyal enough to go on at least 95 flights with them and accumulate 50,000 loyalty points, what would they do to you? If you're someone who just
So yeah, just to put you guys on to something that you might already be doing, and let me just check in on my poll that I created. I asked, oh, I didn't even make the damn poll. Whatever. One in the chat if you guys have ever even tried this in the first place. Like, you know, try to save a little bit of money. You know, maybe I can get over on the layover and just get out of the airport over here and then, you know, just go home or just go to my friend's crib and then do the same thing on the way back. You feel me? Let me know if that's something you've ever tried. But to be honest, this is something that's been going on for at least 10 years, maybe 20 years now. So it's not as, I guess, as popular as it used to be because the airlines are moving like super dirty with it. But just something to put out there for the people out there. Just be aware. You could save money, but the airlines are working super hard to make you not save any. I didn't know it existed. And this is from user. He says, I didn't know that it existed or no, it was even a crime. Yeah. Yeah, fam. Listen, I'm not trying to encourage anybody to do anything that's unethical, I guess, as far as what the airport believes, because like fuck the airport. But if you are looking to save some money, you might be able to go onto that same website or figure out a way to do it just by buying your tickets on whatever other website and see if you can save some money. I'm just putting some education out there for you guys. All right. Let me just check some of these comments before I move on to my next story here. Nikita wants to know, I remember a guy who used to comment claiming he was swollen members. He still comments. He comments on the replays or he comments on the clips and stuff. Big salute to Tyler. Big salute to you, Tyler. All right. Big salute to swollen members. Where are we on time? About 3 hours. I might end at the 3 hour. Let me show y'all something here quickly. Just for the concert goers out there. For anybody who's trying to go to a concert in 2026, there's a lot of festivals that are going to be happening this year. I know when you hear that your favorite artist is coming to town, I think J. Cole is coming to town just now. We go to Ticketmaster and we try to get those tickets right away. But when that shit is sold out or when your seat is gone, then, you know, you got to go to the resellers. And then the resellers be gouging the hell out of people. Now Doug Ford is trying to implement some different laws or some different things that he can put in place to stop the bleeding of all the resellers. So I want to show you guys a quick video over here, courtesy of CBC News, about what Doug Ford has to say. It says Ontario Premier wants to limit ticket resales to their original price.
Sports fans and concert goers have expressed outrage over high resale tickets, sometimes double or triple the face value. Today, a move by Premier Doug Ford to crack down on those resellers. A proposed amendment to a law hopes to ensure scalpers and secondary ticket markets do not rake in profits after scooping up high-profile tickets at the original price. The CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick is on this story for us. She joins us now live with more. So, Megan, for many, this feels long overdue. What more can you tell us about this plan?
Well, this news coming in a news release from the government this morning, Arthi, and they say in the coming days they're going to propose amendments to the existing piece of legislation, which is called the Ticket Sales Act. And the key proposed amendment will be making it illegal to resell tickets at more than the original face value price. But they're going to do more than that, too, in these proposed amendments. Beyond that key and important proposed change, they also say they're going to strengthen what are called validity guarantee requirements to protect against fake tickets being sold. They also say they're going to create new powers that can be used to stop what they deem unfair service charges and fees when people are buying tickets to those concerts or sporting events. They also say they're going to review the penalties that could apply to violating the Ticket Sales Act. Right now, people that violate the law can face penalties of up to $10,000. They say they're going to review those penalties, and again, in light of these proposed changes. And
that might not be enough. They might have to like implement some kind of time, like maybe 2 or 5 years in jail to really deter people from doing that shit.
Say these amendments, if passed, if they will go into effect, will apply to all resale tickets going forward, and they will apply to both individuals and those online platforms that are involved in the resale business. Let's take a look at a statement from the minister responsible for this file. That's Minister Stephen Crawford. He says, with these new measures, consumers would no longer need to worry about being ripped off in the ticket resale market, and more families and fans would have the opportunity to see their favorite band or sports team perform live. Now, this doesn't come as a huge surprise that Premier Doug Ford is making this move. Back in the fall, when the Toronto Blue Jays were making that World Series run, he commented that he thought people were being gouged by resale ticket prices, and we got an indication that his government was going to look into making some changes. The thing to keep in mind here is that it was his government that scrapped a measure that would have capped resale prices. The previous Liberal government in that Ticket Sales Act had a provision that would cap resale prices at 50% above the original price. And Doug Ford's government, when they came into power in 2018, they put that on pause from going into effect. And then in 2019, Arthi, they scrapped that provision altogether. Now it looks like they're ready to bring back some controls in terms of the resale market.
So, Megan, as we've been discussing, this is something certainly that concert goers and those sports fans have been talking about for a long time. What kind of reaction do you expect to see from the...
This also happened with the Taylor Swift concert. When the Taylor Swift concert came down here to Toronto, they were gouging the hell out of people. They were... Let me see if I can find out the ticket resale price. I can't just type today. For Taylor Swift concert. All right, can I type today? In Toronto. Let's see what the ticket sale reprice was, or the ticket resale price was. Let's see what ChatGPT got to say. So, for the Taylor Swift concert, so the Toronto Era tour dates, resale prices were extremely high. Reported ranges included about $1,400 to $908,014, bro. On Vivid Seats, it was $1,498 to $7,398 on SubHub or StubHub. Jesus Christ. 100 level seats were near $10,000. God damn. They just pillaged the people, them, bro. And this is the thing, like, Doug Ford implemented this shit in the first place, or made it where people could get this done, and now he want to take it back. Bro, you're all over the place.
This announcement.
Well, we've reached out to Minister Crawford to do an interview with him, get some more details on these proposals, but also reaching out to some of the stakeholders and the players in this market, like StubHub and Ticketmaster. Last fall, when Doug Ford indicated he was going to be potentially making some changes, Ticketmaster said at that time that the resale prices are set by numerous small sellers, they said. We do this morning already have some reaction from Live Nation. They provided a statement to CBC saying that they support the Ontario government's commitment to protecting fans by capping the resale price of concert tickets. They say we're in favor of measures that promote fair, transparent ticketing and curb exploitative resale practices. We welcome ongoing conversations with the government to continue continue safeguarding artists and fans while keeping live events accessible. We're also going to be looking for political reaction, Arthi, because the opposition parties at Queen's Park have been calling on the Ford government for years to bring the cap back, to put it in place. Just as recently as October, amid all the World Series hype here in Toronto, the Liberals introduced a bill called Bill 63 that was aimed at bringing that cap back. In 2024, when Taylor Swift came to town and fans were facing sky-high resale prices, the NDP was calling on the government to do this. In the fall, when it looked like they might be considering this, the Liberals said if he does bring a cap back, it'll be his best flip-flop yet. So that is the kind of reaction we can expect from the opposition parties at Queen's Park. So we'll be reaching out to them to get their thoughts on today's news as well.
Megan, thank you for this. That's the CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick.
Flip-flop Ford, bro. That's crazy. These guys really just like, don't worry. We'll let you guys do whatever you want. Oh, by the way, you guys are doing too much. You're doing whatever. You're acting like you could do whatever you want. This is why niggas don't fuck with you like that, Ford. I'm sorry, bro. Like, yes, W move, but it's like basically you're fixing the mistake that you made in the first place. So I can't give you a W, bro. You know what I'm saying? This guy is just like 2 steps forward, 10 steps back all the time, brother. But yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, so anybody wants to know any of these festivals going on this summer, hopefully this bill will be implemented in time so that you don't get gouged when J. Cole gets to town or whoever you might want to go see. All right. But salute to that. I do want to show you guys one more thing before we get out of here. Let me just go through my history because a meteor went into Ohio. And I just wanted to show you guys here quickly before we. Oh, here we go.
Here in the U.S. tonight into this
Yeah, there's a meteor that went, and it says NASA massive boom. A massive boom was heard in Ohio. Okay, this has nothing to do with hip hop or anything. This is just some wild shit that I heard about on a podcast. I had to go look up the story. All right, let me just show you guys quickly.
Here in the U.S. tonight into this incredible sight seen in several states, a 7-ton meteor shooting across the sky. The sonic boom heard over multiple states. The meteor 6 feet in diameter, the ground shaking. Here's Rhiannon Alley tonight.
Tonight, NASA says this bright red fireball streaking through the sky, moving at 40,000 miles per hour and seen from at least 10 states is a rare daylight meteor crashing into Earth.
Oh, what the was that?
The asteroid bursting through the Earth's atmosphere, sending loud sonic booms, rattling homes from Ohio to Kentucky. The blast so powerful it shook the ground, the rumbling registering on a seismograph.
It was just like a boom, like that.
The meteor seen just before 9 a.m. for barely 5 seconds, traveling more than 34 miles in the upper atmosphere before breaking apart above Medina, Ohio, and seen across the Northeast.
Anybody see or hear what blew up? Definitely too big for fireworks. We felt a shockwave. We're not sure what it is, but it was big.
Thank you. I seen that chat right there. That was the first thing I was thinking. Meteor, or was it a missile? All right. I don't know, man. Can we see that? Like, this is what it looks like right here. And they're saying that there was some pieces, like it, or they say that most of it disintegrated on impact in coming into the Earth's atmosphere. So that's why, like, there isn't a bunch of like shrapnel or pieces all over the place.
NASA says the meteor, nearly 6 feet in diameter, weighing roughly 7 tons, lit up the sky. It was even spotted by a NOAA satellite in space, unleashing the same amount of energy as 250 tons of TNT.
This thing just broke apart violently, scattered fragments everywhere, and this explosion generated a shock wave or a pressure wave that traveled to the ground, and that's the explosions people saw.
Aisha Jones lives in Maple Heights outside Cleveland and had just put her small children down for a nap when she says her house shook.
I immediately thought that somebody ran into my house or something big had hit the house.
David, NASA says what makes this so uncommon is that it went over a populated area. And while 40,000 miles per hour is really fast for a human, it's actually slow for a meteor. David?
Yeah, it's all perspective, imagine being one of those drivers today who we heard.
Okay, let me see.
Slow for 1,000 miles per hour is.
Look at this shit. You're trying to tell me America, with all of the defense systems that they have, they let an impromptu meteor just fly into the friggin' atmosphere. It could have smashed into something and, took out a building, took out a car or whatever. But they didn't see it. Oh, they have satellites, bro. They could see that shit like a day before it got to the friggin' Earth. But it got in. Nobody tried to knock it out the sky. Is that even possible? Or am I just saying dumb shit? Because it's like, it doesn't sit well with me right now. That just a meteor just was able to fly in and cause almost like an earthquake type of eruption from the sound barriers and shit. Like, come on, bro. What are you saying right here, David? At least it's not like the Yucatan Peninsula asteroid that killed off dinosaurs and Mexicans. Dinosaurs? How long ago was that, nigga? Listen, I don't have a whole bunch of commentary on it. I just felt very uncomfortable seeing that there's meteors coming in through the Earth's atmosphere and, just willy-nilly just going into Ohio. I don't know if that could really happen in Toronto because the buildings and shit like that. So they picked the right place for this meteor to actually land. It didn't land in New York City or one of them places where it would be able to take out a building as soon as it starts getting closer to the ground. It just doesn't sit right with me. It just seems very fishy. All right. But we'll leave that there. Okay. I don't want to get into a conspiracy bag right now. But I think that's all we got for live stream today. We got a nice 3-hour live stream over here. I don't need to go 4 or 5 hours today. We'll be back with more news stories and things to cover. We have a special guest that is going to be on Monday's episode. So look out for Monday's episode of the We Love Hip Hop podcast, episode 669, okay, on all listening platforms. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out. Send us a hype so we can really, really send this video through the algorithm. And until a few days, we're off this. Doses.